And we're live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Renegade Rangers, episode 6. Holy crap. I can't believe we're at episode 6. Everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. It means the world to all of us. This game has been crazy, it's been intense, it's been fun, but we're winding down. We've only got a few episodes left, but we've got some fun stuff ahead of you guys. So, as always, check out our sponsors, Raise Energy, available at repsports.com. Use the promo code Curbside8 at checkout. Raise Energy is one of the best energy drinks out there. Raise Energy is one of the best energy drinks out there. They've got amazing pre-workouts. They've got amazing protein snacks. Go check them out. They are wonderful. Also, when you're gaming, if you already have your drinks, you've got your energy drink, you're ready to go, you also need a snack. So why not check out our friends at jerky.pro using the same promo code Curbside8 at checkout. Jerky.pro is a smorgasbord of different jerkies, different meats, different flavors, and they are all delicious. Some of them are a little too spicy for my very, very weak stomach, but they are all delicious. They are all amazing. Go check them out. Jerky.pro, Curbside8 as the promo code. And it's officially Christmas season, everybody. You've only got 20-something days left. So, why not get the nerd in your life something special by going to Collected Comics in the Fort Worth, Dallas area. Find you some D&D books. Find you some wonderful comics, some dice, some minis, some action figures. They've got it all. So go check them out. Look at that. Cody's even got dice from them. Wonderful. Those are gorgeous, by the way. Go check them out. They are amazing. They are close friends to the show, near and dear to our hearts. Collected Comics in Fort Worth. And I personally, I'm a bit of a dice goblin. I can stop when I want to and I never want to. So why not aid your fellow dice goblins this Christmas season with dice from STWay Gaming, our official dice sponsor. Jason has worked tirelessly to bring you guys some of the best dice out there on the market. He's got accessories like amazing necklaces and earrings for anyone looking for a nice D&D inspired gift. That's STWay Gaming, ESTY Gaming. They're on Facebook. They have their own website, stwaygaming.com. They're also on Instagram. Go check out their wonderful just collection of dice for this wonderful Christmas season. And with that, Corey, the floor is yours.
Welcome back, friends, relatives, family, new and old Ranger fans. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Reached a certain interesting point with our Rangers. Currently, as you may see, our Green Ranger, Tim, is currently out with IRL with life issues. Nothing bad, just wasn't able to meet the stream.
He's very busy tonight and couldn't make it.
Yes. So, wish him all the... So, no, he's not gone. But we have last left off our Rangers with quite a few mysteries and quite a few interesting dilemmas that are now in front of the missed choices. It seems to be leakage of the grid's multiverse bleeding over. It seems like not only is it multiverse, it's also time, as both a couple points of one of the issues they saw was a very old gangster-esque era putties being chased by possible police officers of the 20s chasing down what looked like possibly in ranger uniforms, possibly not. They didn't quite able to see everything on that. Zordon, the wise leader of the Rangers, is currently missing in action. Alpha is doing his best to be support in the background for the Rangers. And at this point, there's also a very high chance that Rita and Zed's monsters and minions aren't the only things the Rangers will have to deal with. Let's find out as we jump back in. And where we last left off was everyone was inside the command center, I do believe, and trying to decide where to go next, as it was getting close to, as the national system went off, saying of the reminding of the reminding of the curfew was getting close to starting. Scotty had a text message from his father stating, make sure to be at home and not be out in this madness. So what do we want to do, Rangers?
Excuse me. Roughly what time of day are we looking at right now?
At this point, it is probably late afternoon. It's about between 4 and 5, so it is getting kind of near dusk. Curfew has been stated to be about 8 p.m. for everyone to stay off the streets to let the government run the local National Guard and police force to try to get a better handle on all of these random weird things going on.
Scotty noticing the time. All right, we got to get back. I assume everyone's either going to head back to their dorms. Does everyone have a place to crash tonight? So that I guess we will say we don't arouse suspicion with the curfew going on right now. Last thing I need is Dad calling me and asking, where am I, as I'm fighting putties.
You're pretty loose when it comes to the dorm, so if I'm in by curfew, I should...
Yeah, I'll be fine at the dorms, but I am worried about what's going to happen if there is an attack in the middle of the night. What about those of us who are staying at home and their parents come to check on us?
Well, Marcel, it wouldn't be the first time we snuck out.
That's true. Hey, Alpha, are there any sleeping quarters in the command center?
Alpha does turn around and tilts his head for a second, one way, then the other. Other than the medical wing, there really isn't many places, unless you wish to bring a cot and set up. There's no long-term habitation facilities at the moment.
Oh, even the TARDIS has a room.
The TARDIS has many rooms.
So you watched our
Alpha's like,
movie,
what's a
you've never seen
TARDIS?
Power Rangers. How dare you?
Stevie is going to completely just look at Scotty, blink, and go back to Alpha and say, is there a spare room where maybe we can set up sleeping quarters?
My thought process is... Oh, I'm sorry. I was gonna say my thought process is we maybe one or two of us could be here in case something goes off, and we can let the others know.
It's not a bad idea.
I mean, Alpha, is there any way we could like have like decoys of us, like spare any points to like all of our individual, like our street selves that
You want us to have Doombots?
holograms, and I look at Deacon and between Alpha and Deacon and Alpha, like is that something that you can you make decoys of us to send home?
Deacon is just going through his newfound knowledge of the morphing grid and how he may be able to rig something up, but he's not entirely sure. So can I do a roll on that to see exactly if that is something feasible?
Yes, that would be a. Let me double check that real quick. Again, I'm just trying to make sure I have the right wording, right terminology. That would be a technology roll to see if you can go through the database enough with the grid, kind of like with the grid's technology to see if you can actually find the right thing you're looking for.
Right, first roll of the night. Let's be good. Let's be good.
So as it stands right now,
14?
the group has 14. Just real quick, as it stands right now, the group has 5 story points to use for rerolls.
Excellent.
Pretty solid 14.
With a 14, you do find some references to holograms and a few weird references to temporary copies, but it's like kind of like the data is a little bit corrupted, as it kind of seems like as you're looking at it, it seems kind of like the wording is glitching and like certain words like flipping as like the computer's like trying to correct and fix it as it's, the text is like, bullet pointing up on the screen for you.
Alpha, we really have to work on defragging these records, man. This is gonna kill me.
Scott goes up to the computer and elbows it. Does it work better now?
Can we do a roll to see if that actually works?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please do the roll.
So,
see if it actually
Scott
works.
just comes up and just pretty much does what, like a
Like a
Does
Fonzie.
the
Like-
Fonzie to the
does the Fonzie or does it, or is he trying to do a full-on wrestling elbow drop?
No, just like the Fonz.
Just a nice casual little.
Yeah.
Oh man, if this works.
right.
What question is though? Would this be social or would it be smart?
Yes.
At this point, it's pure luck.
I say
Higher
streetwise.
Yeah.
Higher low, Sky. Higher low.
Let's go high.
Go high, let it fly.
Let's go.
So,
If
are
it
you just like
works,
are you trying to come to like the side, or like are you trying to kick it, or are you trying to like elbow it? Right.
no, on elbowing on the side, and instead of A, Scott goes buzz.
Ah,
Unfortunately, as you kind of elbow it, you seem to kind of dent the console, and it starts steaming and smoking.
Oh, what
No.
did you do?
Scott, heroes are-
Unfortunately, what ends up happening as Sky tries to be the cool kid, he hits one of the ventilation vents, and it actually breaks something inside.
It is not any worse than it was before. It's fine.
You can just like no, away, don't touch.
Scott is holding like the broken vent. And they're like, we can fix this, right?
Like it's no
It's,
worse
like,
than it was
dented in,
before.
and like there's
Marcel's
a
just gonna
small,
grab him
smoke
while
coming from
he's talking and just be like, "It's okay, buddy. It's okay. You tried."
Just saying, it would have been
Have some
cool if it
jerky.
worked. It would have been cool if it worked.
It would have been
We
very
would-
cool, Scott.
We would be having a different conversation right now if it worked.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it went the route it went.
It's almost like it was a 50-50 chance of it working and not working. So
Actually, it was more like a 33% chance of something happening. You just went with the lowest happening. But as Alpha kind of like goes, no, it starts like quickly waddling over, trying like finger pops off and like a little screwdriver, like a little multi-head looking little screwdriver pops out and it's like starts drilling as he starts going and starts trying to like undo the circuit board that Sky inadvertently broke. As he just like pulls out like a board that looks like it's just shorting out, but looks like instead of like like an advanced looking circuit board, it looks like it's like full of vacuum tubes and like old like 20s 30s era or not 20s like
70s,
80s. Early like vacuum tube era style circuit board, like just broken bits of just.
Damn, Sky. You didn't have to
Scott-
Macho Man it.
Sky is going to depressingly do manuals and nose manuals on his board. So like it's still
Just gonna
good.
depressingly do tricks on my board.
Yeah,
Just
like,
Depressingly.
He's just head
You're like
down.
that.
Just pop,
You're like that scene
pop,
out of the Amazing
pop.
Spider-Man.
yeah, like they still look nice, but it's just you can tell that it's
That energy's not there.
yeah.
There's some sadness in those
These are not
kickflips.
buzzworthy manuals.
Yeah.
But Scotty, one thing you do know is that as you were like kind of holding the vent up, it just seems kind of like snatched from your hand as it just floats back down to the place and just kind of wedges itself back in the spot. As it just kind of yoinked from your hand.
It's possessed.
Man, say
The
we was
command
fighting
center-
ghosts in here.
The command center is going to wind up hitting one of us for breaking stuff. Between Troy punching the monitor and now he just broke something too.
Bro, one more strike and it's gonna throw us out.
It would have been cool if it worked.
Keyword if.
But
I still think it was cool, Mr. Buzzworthy.
We're the same age, Stevie.
but
I
yes,
still
but-
think it was cool, Buzzworthy.
You
But
know
as
what?
you
You're Crystal
all,
Girl again.
deliberating, each of you feels the power coin that is inserted into the morphers that are on your belts kind of glow and warm as each one of you feels a kind of like a comforting rumble as Alpha just like his head just snaps up and turns looking at you all, and you just kind of get that
the burritos
smiling.
from lunch.
He's like, "Oh, finally, they are awake."
What's awake, Alpha? I don't know if I
Who
can
are
handle
they?
much more awake right now.
What? Wake up!
Okay.
What's awake? Did Sky punch something so hard that it re-jogged the command center?
So it did work.
Did he wake up Zordon?
Y'all should be thanking me then.
No, as Alpha kind of like walks past, just excuse me, just like kind of gets past your group, goes up to looks like a slightly newer console from the opposite side where Sky inadvertently tried to Fonzie the command center's computer banks open. And he hits like 3 buttons in sequence as new screens as what you are all witnessing looks like a somewhat semi-active liquid magma in a volcano, as all of a sudden it just starts to seem bubbling and roiling, and all of a sudden a very familiar metallic headed shape rises from the lava as the Red Ranger Tyrannosaurus Rex Zord rises up, looking thick and heavy, battle ready, roaring out as other streams pop up, as the other Zords start rising from their hidden slumbering locations.
See, I did do something good. They weren't here just a second ago.
Deacon is just staring at the screen, and
This
he's
is
like,
amazing.
please tell me we don't have to fight these things.
We ready. We ready.
Copy strike.
For some Zords.
Hey,
Deacon,
Alpha,
I
how
cannot
fast is...
explain to you how excited I am because we're not fighting those. They're fighting for us.
Hey, Alpha, how fast does the
I'm
saber
gonna
tooth go?
hotbox a Zord.
So it's like Voltron, okay.
Yes. As Scotty holds back the. You're on the right
one-
path there. Bud.
The one with the lions, not the cars or spaceships.
No,
The animal one.
You were right. You were right.
We have our own Jurassic Park.
Damn it.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
This is amazing.
Sky's looking at the saber-tooth Zord and trying to figure out how he can do tricks on it.
Deacon's just like, okay, seems kind of brutish, but let's go.
Wait a
But
second.
yeah.
I have to. We. So do we? What is the word? We drive these, correct?
Oh no, I'm riding mine.
I mean, technically, the
That
cover
doesn't
is-
sound safe.
Well,
Deacon
I
looks-
asked.
Sky looks at Deacon, then looks at his board, then looks back at Deacon, then looks at the mark on his elbow for when he had crashed and broke his arm. It'll be fine.
Alpha, I just have one very important question.
Yes.
Do you have insurance on these?
He just kind of tilts his head and just stares at you kind of an odd way.
The same
do
way
not
that Sky
understand.
is looking.
Well, I asked because, apparently, insurance costs a lot, at least for me, and so I just want to make sure that it's covered.
This is America, after all.
Is your-
That's such a Deacon question.
Are your parents loaded?
Yes, but my insurance is still a lot of money.
That says too much about this country. Anyway.
I mean,
Too real. Back to the game.
Right?
Deacon is going to look at these things and realize their scale and say, guys, if this is a fight in a city, our image is so boned.
Nah, it'll just be the shipping district and a random rock quarry that appears out of nowhere.
Yeah,
So
We
for that
saw
one
what
time,
happened
has
with
plenty
the
of
last
those.
shipping district.
And supposedly the entire battlefield will make it where the Zord, which is several many stories tall, can easily go down a 2-lane road and not cause any building damage.
Or step on any car.
or destroy any cars.
Right?
This sounds like a lot of Deus Ex Machina.
But yes, at this point, our Rangers have now unlocked their full Zord potential.
I don't want to be the wet blanket of the group, but we're kind of approaching curfew. So what are we doing? Are we getting decoys or are we going back home?
Well, I think Alpha should be able to communicate with us if anything does go down.
Yeah. I think a good idea, we all head back to our spots. We give ourselves what's that thing we got? Plausible deniability.
An alibi.
An alibi.
Mm.
You know, no, Scotty's been home all night. Marcel's in his dorm. Deacon, I don't know if you stay on campus or not. We never really talked about that. Stevie
Dorm.
is in her dorm. Everyone sees us at home, knowing, you know, we're not out gallivanting in primary colors.
I believe what's been said so far, the only two that don't have a dorm would have been Scotty and our Green Ranger, our
Troy.
Troy.
are the only two that have not stated they are living on campus, as far as I know.
Close to campus, yeah.
I'm convinced Troy just lives in the car.
That man's got a pillow and a truck bed somewhere.
Hey, Scotty, do you think I could maybe convince your dad to let you stay in my room?
I would say the opposite. I would say you can crash at my spot instead. Because Dad's probably gonna come in, say hi, go right back to work, especially with people being out and about. So, as long as we say at least, hey, we'll be here all night, we swear. Damn. Last time we said that, he took the Jeep keys. Alpha, we're gonna need a ride back. Let's do it.
If you're needing transport, the command center's systems will be able to transport you as needed. But I must remind you, one of the tenets is that you cannot be seen, and also not be seen transforming into your ranger forms.
We will try our best to not raise a big alarm.
And with that, he nods to he seems to reach over and pull a small sliding like little power slide, and it just, you're all transported back to the last location you were at before you were pulled to the command center originally earlier in that day. So if I believe, over in the corner by the campus, if I remember right, because that was the last place anyone saw you. So he's putting you back in the most likely place where you would be seen moving from.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Do Scotty and the others have enough time to make it back to their abodes from campus?
At this point, it's still about hour and a half to almost just a little under 2 hours before the curfew is fully in effect. But you can already kind of see, even at the campus where you guys are at, you already see on the main roadway, looks like military Humvees, kind of like driving in pairs, like down the roadway, with at least one squad cruiser, like, you know, kind of like riding, you know, along behind. It already seems that the guards are already trying to get out ahead of time and start getting close to patrol points.
Great. The only thing worse than putty gangsters, traffic. All right. Try to get some rest, y'all. Stay online. Make sure if the communicator... Listen, I'm just as bad as y'all when it comes to it. If the communicators go off, we need to answer. Scotty will hit back Alpha. Alpha, keep an eye out. Let us know if anything develops. I think things are already crazy, but make sure nothing gets worse.
Certainly. And I will watch over Troy as his decontamination is finished, because he is still inside the radiation decontamination chamber from when he went
full Godzilla.
went Gojira.
Thanks, Alpha. Alright, guys.
But-
Be safe. Be safe. Stay on the line. And try to get some rest. We're gonna need it.
Oh, got a question. Do we,
Mhm.
for the ones that's in dorms, do we have roommates?
No. Think of these more as single-person dorms, unless you guys wish to. It's still early on the year. No one has requested shared rooms, but these are more like single-person dorms, so it has enough space for like kind of a bed has a desk that's underneath it, so it's kind of like you are,
Well, I will say Stevie's room is meant to have like a roommate. Like you can tell where another person could be, but it's just her.
yeah.
And
Some
so
of
her
them are
stuff
like
is all over the place.
small, like one-person hotel-esque style room where like there's like no bathroom, like individual bathrooms. Like Stevie's does because it looks like it was supposed to have been, but the other person that was meant to share her space never showed up. Whereas
Was it the original Blue Ranger?
No!
That's fucked up.
no, actually, Stevie, high or low?
Oh man, she
Let's
got
go
kidnapped.
high!
She got kidnapped on the first day.
Oh no.
Other than seeing you had a name that was given to you, you have not met your roommate yet, Stevie.
Oh, she
Yes,
did
no.
get kidnapped.
Oh man, I gotta get all my stuff on the other side of the room now.
That's the attitude to have.
But as far as Sky, Marcel, and Deacon, each of you were given more of like a single small room. Again, it's just enough to have a closet to keep any clothing, a desk that kind of fits underneath a raised bunk bed style, like above it, and it has window looking out outside, so you do have natural light besides the light for the room itself. But you kind of like it seems like where there was a
I'm
lot of
assuming
people.
we have like a dresser too.
Yeah, it's enough like where you have like you can put your clothing, you can put things away. Normal stuff has like standard outlets enough to set up for any like normal like spacing. You do have one of the things that was requested for living on dorms is to keep all major messes down and no cooking in the dorms. You can have food as long as you dispose of your trash properly, but no cooking inside the dorm rooms.
Stevie sweats as she thinks about the
None
pressure
that they
cooker
know
inside of
of.
her closet.
Okay,
I'm just
cool.
I'm just imagining Marcel
one
just
of
trying to
those
set up electric griddles.
A hot
Hey,
plate.
look, man. I get hungry. My friends get hungry. I take care of us.
Nah, that's cool. Sky's like on the opposite end on the wall. He just has all his skateboard decks on the wall, and in the corner is just a bag of wheels and everything, and like his little skate repair corner.
Just picturing just buzzworthy all over the walls.
No.
Some
Sky,
buzz drink.
No, but his
Got
desk
some
is
buzz
covered in,
towels.
stickers that say buzzworthy.
yeah. And then there's a mini like buzzworthy like refrigerator, and it's in the shape of a actual yellow jacket.
Nice.
It's limited edition. Only 10 were made.
10 were made. Sky's got 9 of them.
Sky has 8 of them, and they were given to him.
Right.
He's gonna turn to Seto Kaiba. He's gonna go after some poor old man who has the last 2.
We're like,
Sky's feeling
I'll give you.
Oh my gosh.
No, what?
Yeah.
Marcel, you ready to head back to the house?
Deacon's dorm room has like
Yeah, let's do this. Haven't seen your dad in a minute. I'll probably only see him for a minute.
Where have you been all day? The beach.
He was with me.
The beach.
Where
As
have
Scotty
you been? With
remembers,
him. Where's
that-
he been? With me.
where you both been.
With each other.
The library.
Internet.
You won't believe it. With each other.
You just, if you had said the beach, like, oh, you mean the place that the government shut down because apparently there's a radioactive spill?
There's a
Do I
radioactive.
need to get
other
Geiger
beach.
counter
So
out?
what?
Right. There's a radioactive spill.
What?
It wasn't there. That wasn't there when we were there.
Scotty and Marcel hop in the Jeep, start heading home.
Yes. So, give me one driving test, Scotty.
Wait, can I drive with you guys? Like, how close do y'all live to the campus?
Well, you guys were transported back to the campus.
Oh, never mind. That's right. That's right.
Because like that's where you guys were at before you were pulled to the command center.
I blanked on that.
That's a solid 17.
Hey,
All right,
Deacon,
so-
where's your dorm?
It's right over here, and it's probably actually the same building. And the door kind of opens, and it's dark except for like the blue LED light of a 4-monitor computer screen.
Yes.
And like he flicks on a light, and it looks pretty normal. There's a calendar poster that a typical college boy would have, except it's not the exact gender you would immediately imagine. And he's like, oh, he just kind of like pulls that down real quick.
It's
But
neon in
that's
here.
Yeah,
Uh,
sorry.
there-
There's I probably need to just do like 3 monitors instead of 4, huh?
have like one double stacked to the side, so it looks like a little command center style.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the reason why the driving check, Scotty, was to make sure you're able to get through the traffic and use some of the back roads you kind of know of the area, since you are one of our few locals. So you're able to get around being stuck in behind all the military and police blockades that are starting to set up, and actually funnel people in ways that you're seeing a bunch of people stopping, turn around, looking confused because they have no clue where they're at, type of thing.
Oh yeah. Scotty's definitely blaring his Bluetooth in the Jeep. Just acting like military guards completely normal. Drive by the National Guard, listening to what would Scotty be listening to at this point?
Here comes the boom.
No.
Oh, he has a whole playlist.
California Love. Yeah. California Love blaring as he just drives past soldiers with guns. What's up, y'all?
Marcel's gonna look over like, you're still listening to this same playlist?
Damn right. We both know.
After all the music that I've given you,
we both
that I've
know
sent you.
Ain't no good music came out after 2000.
Bro, you gotta give other music a chance.
Oh man, West Coast hip hop forever.
But yes, you are able to make it home just about. You feel like maybe 30 minutes right before sunset. It's actually coming as the sun is on the edge of sinking halfway down. Just with the sheer amount of traffic around, Sky, Deacon, and Stevie are all able to get to their dorms fairly quickly.
Of course, I skated to my dorm.
Just out of curiosity, how what's the relation of our dorms? Because I'm already imagining Stevie and Deacon are in the same they're in the same dorm. They're just probably like par maybe by like
you'd
a
be
floor.
on the same kind of same block. So it is somewhat of a progressive campus, but they still do try to keep the female and male dorms, you are separated across from like the quad of like where the buildings are set up at.
Mm-hmm.
But it is but they are little 3-story setup.
Okay.
But it's like kind of like a apartment complex. His unit is like right across the way from it. So there's kind of a system like, kind of like, you do kind of have a,
yeah, our dorm,
ID cards,
at least when I went, it was like half females and then the other half was like co-ed. So I would imagine I'm in like the female only side where he's over here on the other side.
Yeah. Yeah, just you were given a kind of like a pass key, like a wireless pass key to get into the dorms itself. You do still have you still remember like where your rooms were at. You were able to set that up before you were able to come get your class schedules. That's the reason why your rooms are at least already pre-decorated the way you want them so far. But again, now that everything's kind of calmed down, you've had a kind of chance to sit and think about it. You haven't seen your roommate this entire time, even though, you still see a name actively on the list for you, Stevie. Deacon and Sky, though, kind of have like, the single occupant rooms. Sky's is a little bit bigger just because he does have a little bit of a sponsorship, kind of help paying for some of his.
I have money. Believe it or not, Sky has money.
Sky has sponsors.
But does he have Warhammer money?
Does he have what?
Does he
Warhammer
have
money.
Warhammer money?
No one has that, especially in college.
I was about to say no one has Warhammer money.
Not even Warhammer people.
Too real.
But yeah, so you are able to get in. There is a kind of a soft not emergency message, but there is like kind of like local news stations are popping up, saying, just kind of reiterating what happened during the day, kind of just kind of rehashing what was all played earlier, the type of news that after bad events kind of happen.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case anyone was asleep or just wasn't able around and just didn't know what was going on, type of thing. But as it gets about, I would say about 9 o'clock, after everyone's kind of settled, everyone's kind of at home. Scotty, you and Marcel do get your place easy enough. Your dad's actually not there right when you guys both get there. Your mom is more than willing to, house Marcel for the night easy enough. It's like she's always used to seeing him come over anyways, watching two hang out, play games.
Hi, Mom.
Completely decimate her kitchen leftovers. So the spare room, the game room is still set up for everything. It wasn't that long ago. You guys were like hanging out, playing whatever else you had up there. She does turn to you, Scotty, and does say, "Your dad's gonna be coming in late tonight. He was asked to help be part of some of the patrols." So
I figured he would be, considering, half the states, hell, half the country's running wild right now. But I mean, did you see the cool superhero looking team that was out there earlier?
I didn't get to see much of it. I just heard what was playing on in the background. I was at work and I was just trying to stay focused because at this point, you do know your mom does work at a. I'm sorry, she does work as a receptionist for one of the local chiropractors. Is what she's been able to.
Said sports science makes sense for promising college athlete.
Mm-hmm. Because she's kind of bounced around, done like little odd jobs here and there. She does her own like little home baking, or like if she gets orders and materials in, she'll do like do like the blankets or whatnot. Like she does like little kind of like side hustle projects that just give her something to do.
No,
the kind of
they look straight out of a comic book. I swear, they were fighting some monster. It looked like a clown, maybe a clown with pineapples on it. Like, it was weird. You know me, I'm not a pineapple fan, so I didn't pay too much attention. But they look like they kicked his ass.
Language.
Now, language. And she just kind of, does the whole, finger at you, even though you are like, college level. She just like, language now.
I know. I kept it PG-13. But I'm glad you got home safe. Everyone else is freaking out.
Yes,
Especially the highway.
Yes. Once the sirens were going off for the business, we were told to all go home, so I just came straight back home. Been kind of.
I didn't have too much going on at the campus. So as soon as they started saying stuff like, curfew and martial law, I was like, sounds like I'm staying home tonight.
Yes, I do hope this is just kind of overreaction. As she, wanders back. She wanders back toward her hobby den.
Me and Marcel are gonna be upstairs playing PlayStation.
Don't be killing yourselves too much now. She just kind of yells back, and let you kind of have
the
free
only
run of the
thing
house.
we'll be killing are aliens and time.
And a lot of time. And whatever leftovers are in the kitchen.
There's a half of the lasagna and half of the pizza left.
I'll save the pizza for Dad.
With that, about 9 o'clock rolls around. It is dark. It is pitch outside. For being just how, with the weather being colder, definitely, wearing a little bit thicker clothing. Even at home, because it definitely, the heater is on and running. But there's a very distinct beeping from all 5 of you as the watches are giving us like nope.
Vibrate mode.
Oh, that's my new text tone.
As it will keep going, so you're able to hit the accept button pretty much on the watch, and when it does, a small little hologram of Alpha kind of rises up from the watch itself. Rangers, I know this is not the best of time, but I am getting a very strange power reading coming from downtown once more. If you can, in the morning, please go and investigate. I know right now you have to stay safe. But if at all possible, please check it out. It is not something that I recognize. And, he just kind of gives us a small little bow, and the communication cuts.
Hmm.
Well, I guess we know we're not staying up late tonight, Marcel.
Well, no video games for us.
Alright, let's not get crazy.
There's always time for video games.
It's tied 3-3. I want my game 7. Let's go.
Let's do this.
So yes, as you guys get either to, relaxing or doing whatever it is that you do to unwind and de-stress, especially after the very hectic day you've all had, morning rolls around, nice cool fall weather. When everyone, I want you like to all roll me an alertness check.
Let's go. So that's a nat 20.
That's a
Nice.
nat 1.
For a total of 22.
Double
I
check.
also, on the second die, because I have advantage, I rolled a 19. So I rolled 19 and 20.
Wow.
Your dice rolls are like you tonight,
Let's
Scott.
go.
My
I got a
total
15.
is 8.
All right, Deacon, what was yours again?
6.
Okay, I just couldn't hear all of it. Just kind of got. All right, so and Marcel,
For
what was yours?
once I have the high alertness. Oh, this is nice. It's 15.
All right, so and Stevie had a. What was it again? 8. Okay. All right, so. So Sky and Stevie do not wake up to this, but the other 3 wake up as it feels like a sonic boom cracks and rattles the windows in the cold morning air.
What
As
was
it just, it sounds like, a several cracks of just boom, 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 rock the air and the windows, rattling awake as a very distinct air raid siren starts going off for the first time in decades. Not the earthquake siren, but something you guys would have all only recognized hearing from, say, historic videos of war.
So, Scotty,
Tornado sirens
Hear
in
that?
California?
Please don't tell me that's what I think it is. What is this? London in the 1940s? As he gets up, starts getting hastily dressed.
All you hear, Scotty Marcel, is Scotty as your mom yells
Uh-oh.
in somewhat of a fearful tone, and she just all you hear is just get down here. There's something on the TV.
All right, Scotty. He hasn't even put his boots on yet. Just throws them over his shoulder. Come on, Marcel.
Marcel's like hopping out of the door, trying to put his shoe on. Like right behind you.
What's Scotty will head down the stairs. He almost does the Spider-Man jump the corner. Lands in the living room. What's up? What's going on?
And you just see your mom just like staring at the screen that you guys have set up. It looks like giant like limbs or tentacles are like rising from the ocean side, like smashing things anywhere near the waterway. As it looks like what you were hearing was the military jets cracking overhead, trying to get in close, as it looks like they are shooting as you watch the scene play out. What looked like rubbery looking tentacles seem to like kind of harden as what rises up seems heavily mechanical, as you are seeing one of the Machine Kingdom's tripod standing up, dripping water coming from the waterway, coming from the ocean, as it seems like kind of like a War of the Worlds-esque, as 3 different ones are rising up, and it seems to start shooting into the city, as the military seems to have had a very almost immediate response. But each missile you see hit, it just seems to leave just scorch marks, and that's it.
Just to be clear, the only people who are awake for this are Scotty and Marcel.
No, you guys, you had
I rolled a 6.
So yeah, you were unfortunately asleep. So Deacon, Sky, and Stevie are passed out as the sonic booms are going off.
Marcel's gonna step away. Like, I gotta make a phone call.
Yeah, Mom, we gotta
check
call
up
friends,
on
make
some.
Sure they're okay at because they're on
The
campus.
camp.
That's a little uncomfortably close. So we'll be right back.
I mean, she is just staring as like missiles start seeming to streak away from the pods and impacting buildings along the waterfront, like on the, along the beachfront.
That'll keep her busy for about an hour. Hey, everyone, wake up now! Hello.
Five more minutes. Five more
Hello,
minutes.
this
Wake up,
is
wake up,
Stevie
wake up, wake up, wake
speaking. How may I help you?
Deacon just shoots up, and there's like 200 alarms going off on his computer. That's like news alert, news alert, news alert, news alert, news alert.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just Deacon's entire setup is just exploding with notifications that he unfortunately forgot to turn the sound back on his speakers when he went to sleep.
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
He forgot to take them off at D&D.
Tripod Emperor Machine. Shit.
There are robots attacking! There are robots attacking!
Machine Empire tripods.
I don't know what any of that.
So you
I'm
want
going
us to
back
go to-
sleep.
Robots. Giant,
want us to go to
evil
Radio
robots. Giant evil robots.
Oh,
Guys,
No,
everyone.
no, Stevie.
everyone,
It's
stop.
actually Radio Shack is attacking.
got it.
Everyone,
I'll
stop.
be right there.
Alpha, can you hear me?
It takes a few seconds, but then, yes, Rangers.
Alpha,
I
I
am-
need you to do everything you can to start evacuating citizens.
Alpha can do that. Sky's still half asleep.
Oh,
Alpha, how much longer does Troy have in decom?
and he just starts. You just hear panicking as my eyes are start burning. Sorry. As he starts processing, everything that has been asked of him so far. As he responds, first Deacon, then the Scotty's request. Deacon, the only place I would be able to teleport them would be to here, into the command center. Right now, it seems that your military is trying to guide people away from the landing points, or at least the breaching points. But if I start acting, it will be very obvious, and they will know we are here. Scotty, as far as Troy, you hear a few beeps in the background as it sounds like the keyboard going through context menus. It seems it will be a bit longer before he is able to come out.
Okay.
But if you are needing transport, I can bring all of you out of your locations.
I don't think that's a good idea with your mom right here.
Have to at least go upstairs at a minimum.
Yeah. And how do we know she's not gonna come check up on us? We need a way to get out of here.
Yeah.
Do you think she would believe that we have to go get a friend who's trapped somewhere? Or stuck and trying to help them get away from all the destruction?
I think I got an idea. We'll go down. We'll tell her that our friends who are on campus need rides off campus because they're evacuating. If she says, why is it taking us so long? We'll just say the military blockade. And we'll go handle this mess. Boy, I hope she listens.
Let's go.
Alrighty.
All right.
I'm just picturing them both doing the cartoon side,
Right.
Hey, mom.
I just hear you both. I can just both hear you go Mom. You both saying at the same time.
Mom, we just got a call. They are evacuating certain dorm rooms due to the. I mean, look at the world's on TV right now. Some of our friends don't have rides. We're gonna go get them and get them out of there.
And she just seems heavily distracted. Is just watching as she's just kind of beside herself a little bit, just watching this attack. Even as the military, at this point, you actually now see a striker seems to be rolling up with some sort of heavy cannon on the back end, lining up and shooting from side streets as they're doing, as the camera seems like it's on a helicopter style overview, that as these things have walked out of the water, there seems to be shiny metallic men as foot soldiers around them on the ground, and just going nee nee, as some seems to be reaching out, you see full on blast shooting, looks like some cop cruisers and a few strikers that are that were deployed from the local nearby base area.
Yeah, so we are gonna go get them immediately and try to get them away from campus as quick as the Jeep can go.
She just be safe.
Of course, Mom. Promise.
And you just see
Always.
holding her phone, sending text message just
All right.
over the looking over her shoulder. You just see it just says from your dad, just saying, "Stay home, stay safe."
He will jump in the Jeep as quick as he can, knowing that she'll try to convince otherwise. Hit the gas and head down the road.
All right, I'm gonna need you to give me 2 driving rolls, good sir. At this point, yeah. So yeah, Sky, Deacon, and Stevie, you're all like hearing the windows rattling as booms, and it sounds like, from Deacon's point of view, it sounds like someone like ranked up a sound system for some sort of like Gears of War or like a Call of Duty-esque game going off.
Gosh.
It's so bad that if your stuff's on a shelf, it's gonna rattle off the shelf.
Yeah, it's
The
like
classic "it's going off the shelf" thing.
Oh yeah, because now
I spent all day putting these up.
Right, because I can imagine Stevie trying to catch all of her stuff on shelves, and Sky doing the same thing.
just trying to keep the most breakable items.
I rolled a 14 for the first test and a 12 for the second. I would say Scotty would drive the Jeep off, but he wouldn't drive towards the campus. He would find a spot where him and Marcel would hang out, basically where they would sneak off and get
into trouble.
To get out of trouble, to avoid getting in trouble, where they would go hide, nice and secluded, and that way they can teleport out.
So the first one is the first roll is to avoid any of the other traffic, like speeding out. As you're kind of like they're heading out, like they're heading toward the mountain, like trying to get away from the water line as quickly as possible, and you're kind of like driving through all of that.
Scotty punches. Why is everyone driving the opposite direction we're going?
We're the only fools.
No,
Everyone's
man.
trying to get out of the city. We're the only 2 fools trying to get into the city.
I got an important question for you, Scotty. Is your Jeep all-wheel drive?
It's got 4-wheel drive. He keeps it in 2 wheels unless he needs it to go into 4, because it's old. It's like a 2001.
Gosh.
There it is. But that was for the first one. But the second one was to make sure you didn't get any attention from the local cops that were trying to keep the traffic going in the one direction. So you were able to kind of blend in enough, and then able to get to your and Marcel's like kind of like old school, like hideaway area that just kind of to let things
Or hangout spot under the overpass.
Doesn't this bring back
cool
memories?
It would, yeah. Bringing back memories of the Zeo season, as freaking Mondo's blowing stuff up.
Yeah, so
I'm just picturing at that moment, pictured your mom's, her face in your head was like, let me not.
So Scotty and Marcel, thankfully, because you guys were off on the side, as you pull up to your spot, unfortunately, as you kind of like slam your brakes and come to a skidding stop, like underneath the area, you have 3 cogs come out from around the corner in front of you in the Jeep.
All right, Marcel, flip a coin. Heads, we get out and we kick their ass. B, I hit the gas and we run their ass over.
Tails, run him over.
Scotty will punch it.
All right, give me a driving check because this is a ram attack.
Punch it!
Looking good. 16.
Woo!
They,
Scotty has playing at that time.
yeah.
Paradise
Thunderstruck.
City Paradise City by Guns N' Roses.
Yes, unfortunately, though, with a 16, as you are rushing at them, all three seem to just hold up their hand as they seem to push down the Jeep as you feel like the back end lift. As it just like you guys are like hard into the seatbelts. It's like your slam stopped. And
Well, that didn't work.
you just hear, Mimi.
Oh, now I'm kicking your ass.
Yeah, we got to at this point. Are we doing this?
Oh, we're doing this. Scotty will actually look at the three cogs and he'll hold up a finger. Like, 1 second, please. Unbuckle, turns the Jeep off, makes sure it's in park, and steps out. Thank you. You ready, Marcel?
Let's do this.
It's morphin' time!
Yeah, so the classic Ranger-esque battle music is now starting up as Scotty and Marcel are now in combat with three cogs.
Did our morph push them back at all since we were so close to them? Like the residual energy?
Unfortunately, it is not set up to do that. Not. While this is happening, though,
Not yet.
Deacon, Sky, and Stevie, roll me an alertness check, please. Sky, also, I need you to roll me. Again, actually, no. What is your willpower score at?
Our willpower, it is at a 15 now.
All right. No.
I'll be right back.
All right. So your alertness checks, you three.
So, say that again.
So for Sky, Deacon, and Stevie, I need the alertness check.
Oh, okay. Hey, that's a soft 20.
Hey!
Nice.
It's like my first good roll in between two sessions.
Sorry, you can't roll 32s and yet.
You know what? It was when we started talking about our rolls when my rolls started to tank.
So you don't talk about talk about the dice in game. And the dice don't talk about you.
Don't talk about greatness. You just be greatness.
Wow.
Is that a buzzworthy slogan?
Yes.
He's just mad that his
All right.
perception checks aren't as good as dice rolls.
Man.
So Skies was a total of what for the alertness?
Soft 20.
All right, Deacon. 8. All right, just you sound a little soft. And Stevie, what was yours?
15.
All right. So, Sky and Stevie definitely hear as smaller explosions are happening down below. As I'm guessing, Stevie is up. Actually, all three of you are all on the second floor of your individual building units.
Mm-hmm.
You are hearing yells and a few screams as it sounds like a few energy blasters are going off down in the quad below between the buildings.
Pew 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 pew.
Oh,
It's too early for this.
Stevie is
it is
feverishly trying to put down as many of her gems and crystals on like the bed so they can be on a soft surface.
Deacon rushes out of his dorm and he goes to like the communal bathroom area. He like ducks himself in a stall, and luckily, fingers crossed, nobody's there. He just hears it's morphin time, and there's like a blue flash.
And
Uh,
with everything falling over, Sky looks over and he grabs one of his older boards and it's. I guess it's gonna be you today, and he picks up his Sign of Bam Nigeria deck.
Does it have a name? I feel like you have a name for all your boards.
Yes.
That one's
Huh.
gotta be. That one's gotta be
Tony.
Viva La Bam.
Viva La Bam.
Nice.
Yeah, we can go with that. Viva La Bam.
I mean, if it's
Viva La
Viva
Bam. Yeah. And then he's gonna rush out, and 100% his feet are not on the ground. It's on a board. He's swerving through people, grinding on the rails of the stairs and everything.
All
Stevie's gonna leave her dorm, and then she's gonna double check that she has her house key because it might be an emergency. But I would hate to be still locked out of my dorm when the dust settles.
Never
And she's gonna go downstairs, and her room is like right above the communal kitchen. There's no one in there. The door is closed, and she's like, "I guess it's morphing time." Pink.
Oh, I forgot to morph. Show up and you're just you.
Oh, we're quiet first.
Just showing up in sweatpants and then just on the skateboard.
Sorry, I'm
Oh.
late, guys. And then we're all just
Oh.
looking at him like,
Oh, the mass vigilantes that were on TV. Oh,
wow, it's you guys.
Look
Selfie.
at that. So
All right, so-
buzzworthy.
I will need initiatives from each one of y'all because we're gonna be doing this.
yeah. After the initial shock of everything going on, if no one's around, Sky goes ahead and morphs.
Question: in this case, can we do the follow me from the Red Ranger? Since we're in separate locations.
If Scotty's trying to activate that,
I mean, of course, I would. It's just whether or not it works.
follow
Doesn't
me.
it only work if
one
we're
second. 1 second. I
together?
believe follow me works in the immediate area, but let me double check.
Hold on, I've got my book up.
Okay. Yeah, if you can double check, because like I don't remember off the top of my head, guys.
I got you. Follow me.
What if I don't want to follow you?
Then you don't have
Oh.
to. If you're so technically, if
Me
Scotty
and me.
activates that ability,
It doesn't say in the immediate area. It just says at the beginning of any combat, instead of rolling their own initiative, your teammates may choose to instead set their initiative as 1d4 lower than yours.
so for each person that adds 2 years, it's a
Plus one.
+2, a +1.
So it's whatever.
And then
I
whatever you roll.
plus 2, or plus 1 for each.
Yeah. So how many people are willing to try to do the follow me? So Deacon, Marcel, Stevie,
Okay.
Scott, are you gonna jump in?
Nah,
you
he's
just
gonna
gonna
slow me down.
Sky's-
He's gonna slow me down.
Yep,
Listen,
Yellow's gotta go
Sky's
fast.
initiative is already. Go for it, Sky. I support you.
So you have a +3 to roll, then whatever you roll total,
My
the
total is
Marcel.
+3.
So you three are gonna have to roll a D4, subtract that from whatever Scotty gets.
Okay.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna have Sky roll his real quick because he's going to be the one that's going solo on his initiative.
Another soft 20.
Thank God you can follow.
I would never
All right,
follow
so-
you.
Initiative-
Scott,
Wow.
what'd you get?
Wow.
damn.
It's sorry, math. It's a total of 10, and that's with the +3.
All right, so
Awful.
Man.
Marcel, Deacon, and Stevie roll. So Marcel has a 6. What'd you roll in the D4? 1. you have a 9, and what about Stevie? You have a 6.
What's funny is that my initial initiative was 16,
Well,
but it's okay.
I
it's okay.
I knew this was gonna happen because I was rolling so good on everything else, and I was like, "Watch, this initiative roll is gonna suck."
At least it's not a haircut.
It's exhausting being this right.
Scotty's that just that much of a morning person? Is that perfect? And he's like, I'm awake, but I'm still slow because I didn't do my morning repetition yet.
Yeah,
My morning warm up.
I'm in a calorie deficit right now.
All right, so as this is happening, there is combat in 2 different sites. We're going to be starting off with the one in the quad with our yellow, pink, and blue ranger, as you all have morphed, racing out, trying to get. As everyone's it seems like the quad is kind of clear as these 3 metallic and gold-limbed beings are shooting buildings, popping things as they're moving. Looks like they're trying to herd people away from the area. So yes, you guys are able to get through your full morph sequence. And unfortunately, we have a cog that gets to go first before anyone else does. Alright, with that, you just see as they all seem to have like these double-ended spears. Everything seems to kind of be gear or cog, like machine styled, as one seems to reach up, pull its face off, as you just seem like the inner like mechanical like gear workings, as eyes seem to just burn red and the gears around spin up as a face blast comes shooting out right at Sky. Nope.
Wait, you said Sky or Scotty?
Sky. At our Yellow Ranger. At our Yellow Ranger.
Okay.
Okay, what? Why am I? What? Hold on, I'm getting blasted at.
You're being shot.
Yeah, unfortunately, this thing.
You got that,
This came out
high,
blasted.
that's that high initiative, dude.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh,
This is going to be against your speed AC.
heck yeah.
It's got a 17.
Yeah. Right.
Does a 17 hit you, Scott?
Bro, I forgot. Yeah, it does.
All right. So you get 1 point of energy damage as it hits you full in the chest.
Okay.
All right. Next, we will have our Yellow Ranger go next.
Okay, was that one black? So
That was one
thing-
shot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
that was one that hit you. There are 3 in the quad round with you, Deacon, and Stevie. Scotty and Marcel also has 3, but they jumped from the Jeep over on the other side, so now the 3 cogs are between Scotty, Marcel, and the Jeep.
Okay, so it's me, blue, and pink together now, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you said it's 3 of them?
Yes.
Okay, well, that means I will use my, what is that, triple attack? Burn a power point, and I'm going to aim one at all 3 of them, because I don't know which one shot me.
Well, the one shot, like literally, like pulled its face mask off, and then, or not pulled off, but it's like it.
Yeah.
So you're just going, Larry Curly Mo.
Yeah. And it's gonna be obviously I'm on my hoverboard, so on the hoverboard it's gonna be like one of those spinning capoeira kicks, like Eddie from yeah. So I'm just spinning and kicking all 3 of them. Need a D4. My God. Wait, actually, I need 3 D4s. I just realized. I've been rolling only 1 D4 for all of my attacks, and I'm a dummy.
No, you just weren't. You were still sleeping.
Yes, yeah.
He's a sucker for you.
Alright, so first attack does a 19 hit.
Yes.
Let's go.
Second attack does a 20. I'm sorry, not a 20. An 18 hit.
Yes.
Alright. I was like, how did I get a 7 on a D4?
You got 2 dice?
And does a 16 hit.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like a G would hit you. I don't know why. But yeah. So I guess I'm using my inertia to spin around and kick each one, and then the one I can't kick just stops me dead in my track.
Yeah, it just kind of does the whole Matrix lean back and dodges the strike.
And I also have, which I also should have been using the last time I fought, because I'm level 3 now. Every time I land a hit, I can take movement. So after my 2
You can
attacks,
hit, move.
Yeah. So I'm going to take a step out of their range, so they don't try to physically hit me and they can try to shoot at me.
Well, yeah, because you had to move up to them because they, like, the one shot you was, like, when you guys came out, you were about, 15, 20 feet away from them.
Yeah.
So you went up, kicked, missed, and just kept moving away. So you're kind of off to the, like, they're like in a little tri-pattern. And so you're kind of like off to about 15 feet, you're about 10 feet away from them, off to the right of them.
Yep.
Because like where you were, all 3 of you were facing off against these 3. You went little curve maneuver. You went like as you went up and just kind of spin kick with the kick forward, kick, miss, kept going with the spin.
Yeah. And
all right, so
I have another question. I'm sorry.
Yes.
That fire crystal that we inserted, was that a permanent thing, or was this like
no.
a one-time use thing? Oh, okay.
It was a one-time use for that
One
event.
episode. That's all you get.
I mean, I had to ask, like,
That Power Ranger continuity is more wibbly wobbly than Doctor Who's timeline. So this is a fair
What do you-
assumption.
What do you mean fire? We didn't use fire. Wait, what? Hold on. What?
2 episodes.
No, it's more like as you guys used it, it burned itself out.
All right, perfect. That is my turn.
All right. Then there's the one that's in front of Scotty and Marcel.
Bring it on.
Let's do it.
Let's see. The one that's in the middle, its face lifts up and seems to be pointing at Marcel. So this will be against your evasion, or not the evasion, but your speed AC.
Okay, my speed. Evasion is 14.
Goodness. With that, I just rolled exactly a 14.
Boo.
I rolled a 4 and a 11. Or no, not 4.
that's
No, I rolled a 9 and a 9/11. Sorry, or 10 and a 10 and 4. 10 and 4. Sorry. It pretty much was 14 straight up.
Gotcha.
So you got 1
That's
point of damage to you. After that, it's the one to the left, and that one's going to try to take a charge and take a hand chop at Scotty. I know this is not going to do much, but it's going to try it anyways. I don't know. I could get lucky. I could get lucky.
Gotta love Scotty's armor class. It gives me my old artificer days back.
Scotty.
Yep.
I have a nat 20 and a nat 4 on the dice, and so there's a so it's a 24 with a
this
chance
won't
to
hurt.
keep going.
We believe in you, Scotty.
Deacon, I may need a Flintstone.
I am burning all my luck right now because that was another nat 20.
I may need a Flintstone bandage.
Hope you've been taking your vitamins.
Okay, so it's only. Okay. So not only does this thing hit you for 2 points, it now has you gripped around the throat and lifting you up off the ground.
Above the table, how much health does Scotty have total? Okay. So I got 2 who are halfway down. Marcel, where are you at?
He has,
I have 1 point of damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have 3 health right now.
Okay.
However, I do have something that can help Scotty out in a pinch if his health does get too low.
Okay. That might be necessary.
Yeah, I'll give him some words of encouragement.
like, you're doing good, Scotty.
Keep
You got
going.
it. You got it.
You're doing amazing,
All right.
sweetie.
All right. The one that's in front of your trio is going to take head face up. It's going to try to take a pop shot at Stevie.
How many are there?
It's 3 and 3.
Oh, 3.
Because this is number 4 in total.
Okay. I thought there was only 3, and I was like, where'd the 4th one come from? Okay.
Well, because they're not all
3.
together.
No worries.
I doubt a 12 will hit Stevie's speed AC, correct?
Let's see. I'm looking at evasion. Yeah, no, doesn't hit me.
All right. So yeah, it just kind of goes wide past you.
Oh my gosh, I haven't even started my morning meditations.
Then it's the last one in the group with Stevie and Deacon, and it's going to try to take a pop shot as its face rises up and tries to take a shot at Deacon. And that's going to be a horrible miss with a 6.
Now you
Yeah, that definitely doesn't hit anything.
Like I said, I feel like I was blowing all my luck on the one that just hit the
that's
living tar out of you. All right. With that, it is now on to Scotty. We are on to our Red Ranger finally.
alrighty.
So you are grappled. You cannot move while this thing has a hold on you. You can punch back at it, and if you try to shoot anything at range, you are at disadvantage.
Okay, so I still get
You can
free
either-
action,
You just have no movement right
no
now.
movement.
And
Okay.
with the
Don't-
grapple
don't need
condition,
it
you are at no
because-
movement.
Don't need it because he did my job for me. I'm gonna use.
He got in close.
Yeah, right. it's not me that's trapped right now. You poor sod. Scotty will reach up and call for the power sword. This time, however, it is not the standard old school power sword. It's a similar design, so it still has the red hilt, black handle, and the gray blade, but now it's in the shape of a katana.
Ooh, nice.
And he will bring it down across this thing's torso.
All right, roll me that hit, good sir.
That is 15.
That is a miss.
I'm gonna use because I am increased my speed. So now I have another free action. I'm gonna use that to attack. Since I
All right.
Since I don't have to use any
And you can also buy one of standard by burning your movement too.
Yes.
Before you burn it. Oh yeah. I mean, you can burn the movement into a standard action, and then you still have your free actions still at this point. Because you did your standard. I mean, unless you burnt your movement first, you still have your standard,
So
and then you still have your free actions.
I did one free action because I called the sword. I did
Mhm.
one standard action because I swung. Now I am burning my movement for a second swing, and that is an 18 on the die.
That
Nice.
hits.
Two-handed, straight through it. I believe 2 points of sharp damage.
He is still up.
Tough little bastard.
Yes, these things are.
No, I'm going to save the first top. That'll be my turn.
All right. Then we get to go to our Blue Ranger.
So,
Deacon, you first.
because of my where'd it go? Oh, please.
It's like, help.
Because of one of my
please.
hang-ups,
Uh-oh.
the first thing I have to do is make sure that there are no other students in the area, that everyone is safe.
All right, that would be an alertness check to make sure there's no civilians nearby.
Okay, I've been rolling booty on these all night, so okay, finally. 17.
There does not seem to be anyone in the immediate area, though you do notice a few cameras in the quad have when the red light's blinking.
Okay, cool. That didn't cost any action economy, did it?
No, that was just more like, you're just kind of taking a quick scan around.
Deacon's gonna say, guys, be careful what you're doing. We are on camera. And he has one that's in front of him, or was it a ranged attack that tried to hit him?
Those are range shots. Like their faces, if you remember from the Cog Empire, that they would their mask would slip up. You would see the mechanicals inside, and the beam would come, the blast would come from their face, and then the helmet would slide back down.
How
It
far
took me
away
a
are
second,
they?
20 feet.
20 feet? Okay. So, reaching into the morphin grid, he pulls out the power hammer, and he does something weird. He does sort of a twisting motion, and he now has two.
Hey.
And he's gonna run up, and he's gonna go for one on the right and then one on the left. So let me find that.
Is that 2-weapon fighting?
So it has reach times 2, so I can.
So you can
shoot
actually be
targets at once.
10 feet away from it and still strike it. That's what the reach
Oh
time
no!
is.
So that one specifically is I can hit 2 targets at once.
Well, that's what I mean. You can actually reach out, hit one and then hit another. You're not having to be
okay.
That's what the reach is. Normally, if something says reach, it means anything within the 5-foot normal D&D-esque range. But if it says times 2, you now have a 10-foot reach. So you technically have a
tell
pull.
me I could have been outside of these things' range the entire time. We're talking later.
You never asked.
So he's so we're just gonna attack and specialize because power weapons. First one, booty that's not even gonna hit. So that was free action. I have 2 more free actions, and then I
that
burn
first
my
one
attack.
it just kind of deflects it off with its weapon.
Yeah. So I have 1 more attack that I can. No, I have 2 more attacks that I can do. 1 or 2.
So you
I
moved
used a
up
move, I used 1 free.
standard. Then you use the free action. Well, technically, as you're pretty much racing up, you pull the power weapon out. So it's kind of that's
Mhm.
part of the action. So how many free actions did you have?
My speed is 5, so I should have 2 free actions.
Yes. So it takes 2 to takes 3 to buy a movement. It takes 2 for a attack. Because each free action you can spend up to 3 a turn to buy 5 feet per each free action.
Okay.
Unless you have something that
let
increases that
me-
more.
I have a thing, and I have a
Mhm.
question. Would
Okay.
it be a free action to, like, rub dirt or something over their faces?
Oh, just trying to do a just a surprise pocket sand.
Yes.
All right, Billy McGuire. Gonna put some dirt in your eye.
So you may note, for those who are watching, that this may or may not occur while Deacon has 2 hands occupied.
Yes, this is going to work. So, roll me a. Oh, what would that be? So pretty much, yeah, you see him swing, but then all of a sudden you just see like a swirl of dirt. Give me a. Give me a technology roll for this.
Okay.
Because I feel that it's the most appropriate for it.
We're gonna do a Eureka to fix that 3. Oh, I love this. I improved the 3. I improved the 3 to a 4. So that's a total of 5. Actually, no, I reroll ones on that. It's still 5. Never mind. Yeah, 5. Wasted.
So
I
yeah,
feel
you swung the
so-
hammer, but it looks like a dust storm tries to kick up and just like claws of dirt, like seems like shoot out, and this thing just doesn't seem to be even phased by it.
Rip.
Hey, it was a good try. Very good try. All right, with that, between Steve and Marcel, who has the higher speed?
My speed just increased too. I have a speed of 4.
What about Stevie?
Double checking. 6.
All right, so it'd be Stevie, then Marcel.
Cool. So I'm gonna immediately take out my geo slinger and just go for the
Two
blanking.
of them, so you saw 2 of them. Sky hit. The third one has not been touched whatsoever.
Okay, so I'm gonna go for both of them, which means I'll have to use a volley or a personal power to volley.
Okay. Or you could have
And
not
so-
moved and just done it that way without using power yet.
Okay, I'll just
You can
not
you can
move.
move.
Just
You can burn not moving. So, as a ranged attack, you can do one of 2 things: either A, don't move, turn it into a targeting to give you a upshift on the dice to try to get a higher amount of ability to hit, and you can do 3. You can do it up to 3 times. So you can either use the free actions or your movement action to kind of buy the, zooming in, getting
right.
more on target. And you can do this for any ranged weapons. It doesn't require just to be only on the power weapons, so you can do that on the blasters too.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, I'm gonna do just that.
so you're burning a move action to target, or you're burning action to shoot, and then another range to shoot.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, I'm asking because you can try to focus in more and make sure you do hit. That is the option.
yeah. I guess I do want it to be more exact. But I'm simply just not gonna move to make sure I can hit the 2 targets.
Okay. So if you use your move as your targeting turn, and then center action to shoot, and then 2 free actions to shoot again, without using a power, you can do that.
I will do that.
Sorry, so your targeting is upshifted by 1 dice type. So what is your normal targeting at?
Let me double check because I think it's at 2.
So you would be a D4 then.
I'm sorry, it's gonna go up to D6.
All right, perfect. And you have
So
no specialization, correct?
no specialization.
Okay.
So one's gonna be to
So
hit
what's the targeting first?
18 for 1.
All right.
And the other is gonna be an 11.
And that's with the upshifted D6 on the second one.
Yes.
So the 18 does hit.
Awesome.
Now, were you aiming for one of the already damaged ones, or were you trying to aim for the one that wasn't hit yet? For that.
Did I see the one who tried to go after me?
Well, that was one of the ones that is damaged. The other one
Okay.
that was because Deacon did run up trying to hit the one that wasn't damaged. I take it yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, you were pretty much like the one in the middle is the one that tried to shoot at you and missed. So you're
Okay,
aiming
then.
that one specifically.
Yes.
Okay, so that is definitely a hit, and that is with the power weapon. So it does take another shot. It does take the spark damage, but it still seems to be up. But it definitely see bits and pieces of cogs and wires and gears sticking out of it now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then it's going to be. Or did you want to try to use your power at this point now?
I'm gonna save it in case things get dicey.
All right, so now it's going to go to Marcel. You are next with your best buddy in red and black, so let's go.
Let's do it. When Scotty hit the
one that the one that's
machine
pretty much
minion.
like, yeah, the one Scotty is like hacking at is the one that has him about the throat. Like they're still like
okay,
locked
so
in.
it still has him up.
Yeah, he never dropped it. Did not drop him. It just it is also heavily damaged, but it still has its like death like machine grip on his throat.
Okay, and I'm behind it.
You are so Scotty raised up to get at it. You're still kind of like I'm guessing where you guys kind of like when you morphed, you jumped out of the Jeep to get out to not do any damage to the vehicle. And you
Yeah.
kind of like pinned the 3 between you guys and the Jeep. Like they're between you and the Jeep.
Okay, gotcha. All right. As a free action, I would like to take out my power axe because time for business. And I would like to take a swing at the arm that's holding up Scotty. Try and like chop it off so he can get free.
So that one is almost down, just to let you know.
Oh, never mind. I'll go for
No,
the
I'm
I'll
just
go
letting you know
for the
because
kill.
like, he did hit. You did see him like hack at it hard with the power sword, and it did
It's
do quite a bit
gotta
of damage.
cleave through its chest.
Okay, well, I'll
The
go
other two
for
have
the
not been
kill
touched
and-
yet.
I'll go for the kill.
Okay. So you just like
yeah.
kind of moving up and just going. Nice to. How nice to. I have to ask you a question.
Exactly. Gotta axe you to leave, buddy.
All right, roll the hit.
Scotty being strangled.
16 plus. I have a D2. Let me double check.
So it's a might
D6.
attack with the if you're just in with the power axe in melee mode.
Plus
So-
3, 19 total.
That is a hit. This thing is now
Let's
destroyed
go.
with a mechanical hand still gripping Scotty's throat as he drops to his feet.
Scotty, toss it in the truck. I want to use it for things.
My brother in Christ.
Next thing we
right now?
next thing we know, we see a new implement line of special bongs being produced out of cog parts.
We recycle on this planet, sir.
Reduce, reuse, reanimate.
Like, right?
All
Just be
right.
friendly to the planet.
Then it will be the final cog, which Marcel is now fully right in front of. And this thing will try to do a ninja grip action, trying to grab it and chop at you.
Uh-oh.
And this is going to be against your strength armor class.
Okay.
That'll be a 21 in total, good sir.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
All right, so that is 1 point, and it now has a full-on firm grip onto your shoulder.
Yay. 2
Hey,
health
it's
left.
going down like this.
All right, back to the top. It is the one that is in the quad with our trio of rangers.
It's the one that
And-
shot me.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, right now, Deacon is in front of between its target, so it's going to be trying to
Thank
beat
you,
up
Deacon, for saving me. I
I
mean,
was gonna say,
thank
what do you mean
Blue.
unfortunately? I think you definitely mean fortunately in this case.
If you die,
This
we
is
won't
a-
forget you and your
uh,
sacrifice.
mechanical, like a machine chop, as a 23 to hit your armor class at strength.
Right. Yes, that hits. that very much hits.
That is 1 point, as you are now grabbed by the throat.
I'm not into this.
I don't give consent. I don't give consent.
Bad touch, bad touch.
All right.
Our safe
that-
word is not pineapple.
With that is going to be our Yellow Ranger's turn next. Thankfully, Marcel took out the cog that was beating up Scotty.
What? So all three of them still up, right?
Yeah, one is now like grappled onto Deacon. One is like almost gone, and the other one hasn't even been touched at all. The one that hasn't not been touched at all is the one closest to you. Is like the one like sidewise facing you at this point, Sky.
You said the one that hasn't been touched.
Yeah, that's the one that's close. Like that's the one that's like when you turn around, like that's the one like that's kind of facing you of sorts.
Oh, I know everyone is being conservative with their personal power, and you know what? That's a personal choice. See how that goes? My personal choice is to burn another one, and I'm gonna triple attack that one with that hasn't been harmed. That's in my face.
Oh, so you're just gonna move up and just kind of
Yeah,
capoeira style
yeah,
ninja kick it in the head.
yeah,
Wah, wah, wah.
All right, roll me the hits, good sir.
yeah.
Because you have what 3 hits right now.
Yep.
All right,
All right. The first one's a 17.
that's a hit.
Oh, a nat 20 for a 23.
Let's go.
All right, roll that one. Roll me another 20 for that one. Keep
All right.
the skip the skill dice. Keep whatever skill dice you had. Just roll me
Okay.
another 20.
Okay. 18.
Is that with the dice?
Yeah.
Is that with your 18?
Oh, with I rolled 18 on the die, so
Okay,
with
so
that
yeah, that's
3.
good. So all right, so he is gone.
Oh, sweet.
Eliminated.
Pop, pop, and you can still move up and try to hit the one that is in the middle. That kind of Stevie helped do a second shot on that. It was the second one you hit.
Yeah. Did you say one was grappling Deacon?
That was the first one you hit.
Oh, all right.
So like, of the 3 that you hit, he was like pop, 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 and miss and went past it.
Right.
He tried to go up and swipe at that one. Then Steve was able to shoot it, and the first one you hit is the one that's grappled onto Deacon.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna try to do the right thing, and I'm gonna try to attack the one that's holding Deacon to try to free him.
All right.
Yay, team player.
I'm concerned that it sounds like this is a choice for you.
A personal choice. A personal choice. Remember that. And you're just gonna see a flying yellow drop kick.
He's got the steel chair.
Yeah, basically.
Watch face, watch face, watch face.
Terminator with the surfboard. Yeah, I'm here for this.
18 plus 4.
That is a hit, and he is. You were trying to like break its arm so that way it would drop Deacon? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is now armless, but it is still up.
Huh. I guess you don't need a hand. Ha 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 ha. I'll see my way out. Oh no! Sky's demorphed. He's lost the power.
No, that's not how that works. All right, so now is back to the group around Scotty and Marcel.
Whoop, whoop.
Unfortunately, Marcel, you decided to put yourself right in line of fire with this one.
I had
And
to save my friend.
this one's gonna try to ninja grip action on you too.
Not the Vulcan neck pinch.
I don't think an 11 is gonna hit you though.
No!
Whew.
Does it? Oh, okay.
No, it does not. No.
It's like, wait,
No.
Oh. Then it's going to try once more because it's not moving. Back here. And that's going to be another 11. So apparently these dice do not want to. Duck and weave. Serpentine. All right. With that, it then goes to the cog that is now right in front of Deacon and Sky. And it's going to try to go after Sky.
Something.
Sky, this one's going to be trying to ninja grip action you as well. No, it's not. Quit falling in the hole. There. All right. Sky, give me one attack. As this thing completely leaves itself wide enough for you to swing at it.
Oh, nice. That 20.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah!
It is
Go!
boom out of here. As it just it tried to swipe wide, overreached, and exposed its full back to you. You just elbow to the back. All right, with that then, it is now our Red Ranger.
So
You got-
I'm going to take a nice, lovely swing at the one that's got Marcel gripped.
Thanks, bud.
The ninja grip is strong.
And that's long. Oh yeah, that's an 18.
That is a hit.
So two-handed, but
Two
before
power.
he swings, he's gonna drag his finger along the blade, and you're gonna see this sucker charge up, and he's gonna go straight through it with a spending a
Is it a-
power point there.
Oh, the additional power, additional damage.
Yes, kind of fun. Yeah, +1 damage for the power strike.
So it is gone, as that is all 3 points necessary.
Wonderful.
Woo!
Because
Looks
if
like
I remember right,
he's
it's
been
two-handed.
disarmed. Ah,
Because if I remember right, double-handing the two-handing the power sword is
Two?
2 damage, right?
and then an additional 1 point.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. All right. That was your action. What else do you want to do, Scott?
Alrighty. There's a third one in front of us, correct?
Yeah. So you pretty much knocked out the one that was. You start off with the one that was on the right side.
Mhm.
That was the middle. So there's one on the other side of Marcel.
Okay.
Yeah, because when you did this, it just kind of fell back against the jeep and just kind of fell to pieces in front of the.
And I'm gonna circle around him. And that leaves. I still have 2 free actions, so I'm gonna burn those for an attack. And I believe if I moved correctly, I have this sucker flank.
Yes, that's why I was
Double
imagining.
whammy.
Double whammy.
So you do have upshifted on the attack D20.
Oh, I thought
You have
it
edge.
said
You have
it
or
or edge.
or it's a edge is an advantage.
Yeah.
Upshift is on the skill dice. Edge is the D20.
Right. So is the attack upshifted or is it with?
It's an advantage.
Okay. Cool. That'll hit, but
'Cause
I'm
I
gonna roll the might die anyway because it. That is a nice solid 22 to hit.
It is definitely 2 points damage heavier.
Before it even turns around, I'm gonna come up with the sword across its back, from basically from waist to shoulder.
Yeah, you're definitely exposing its inner workings through the skin tight looking silver metallic skin. All right, with that, it now goes to our Blue Ranger. You still have a cog's hand about your throat, good sir.
All right, and if there's one more cog here with us, or are there 2?
Yes, there is one more. It is heavily damaged.
Right. So the cog hand about his throat is just going to kind of remove itself and float there. And Deacon is going to. He's not even going to quip at this point because right now it's early in the morning. He hasn't had coffee. He's annoyed. He's just going to put the hammer back together and whack-a-mole the one in front of him.
I'm just immediately reminded of the Roger Rabbit scene with the punching glove hammer. Just hammer squeeze.
Right. So 15 doesn't hit.
No,
Luckily, I still have like
you haven't moved
2
yet.
more. I haven't moved, so I'm gonna burn my movement for 2 free actions. Attack.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, what? I'm so annoyed right now. Okay. That doesn't work. 2 more free actions. Attack. That
Just need
doesn't work.
Attack!
You did-
It's a damn story point, my guy.
I'm just imagining
do it.
Deacon at,
Burn
like,
it.
Donald Duck
I'm
just like
gonna
just
burn
going.
the story point at this point just because I am frustrated. Hey, I just earned us another story point.
No.
Oh,
Deacon,
God.
Deacon, it's okay. Putties in these cog things are so easy
So-
to defeat. You can do it. Kill,
So-
like, so many.
I'm just picturing
The
Scott
floating
being like,
hand-
just watch me. Just do what I do.
The floating hand just kind of gets chucked off. And you can just like, he just drops the hammer and he pulls up his little wrist communicator thingy and taps away and just punches Sky in the chest. But instead of getting damage, you get healed. Take a point of health. Next.
See, you can do stuff with your fist. You can
All
do reverse
Here's on
damage.
to our Pink Ranger.
Reverse damage.
That's called
So I'm gonna do my best to go after the cog
The one-
that has Deacon.
Oh no, he's no longer being gripped. They just that Sky took that one. Just this one is the one that you were trying to shoot at.
Oh, okay, it is awesome. All right, well I'm gonna shoot at him.
Do you want to try to do the upshift on the targeting?
Yes, I will.
See what
All right,
Stevie
so
does,
you are a
Deacon.
you are a D6 on your skill dice now.
Yay! Alrighty, so that's 24.
That is a definite hit, and he is gone.
Dunzo.
See, it's not that hard, Deacon. You know, we can just watch me, watch Stevie, and you'll be destroying things. You did reverse damage. Maybe that's what you should do. Reverse damage all the time.
Maybe I can give you a tiger's eye gem for accuracy.
All right, with that, it goes to our Black Ranger.
Is flipping people off PG-13? I have to ask.
You get
Is what?
one.
Flipping.
That's two. That was two.
Yeah, burn that FU point.
Marcel, what you gonna do? You got one right between you and Scotty. Scotty seems to hacky one up fairly heavily. It's the last one.
Well, I'm going to take my power axe, grip it with two hands, charge full force, and just
Swing
go
batter.
straight at it. Yes. So it's a 4 plus
Mm.
He
plus
should
a
have-
6.
We should have advantage because we're flanking.
Yeah. Yes, you are advantaged
Oh.
to swing on the d20, so you can roll another d20 see if you have a better chance.
Oh, okay.
If the skill dice is a 4, it depends on what the d20 rolls.
The second one was a 5, so this becomes an 11.
So we know our Black and Blue Rangers are both having the dice curse.
It's because I
We
talked
talked-
about Will Wheaton earlier.
We talked. I was about to say we
Exactly
talked
what
about this.
happens.
This is the reason why I said I was trying not to say the name. I was trying to be nice. You talk about the curse comes back stronger.
Yeah, if we talk about a person on the show enough times, they'll show up.
Just the summoning. Just poof. How did I get here? I don't know. Roll a dice
Called
and roll a character.
manifesting.
Okay.
Stevie knows about it.
All right. So that was your first strike. It was a miss. What you want to do, Marcel?
Rinse and repeat.
Yeah, rinse and repeat. I'll try it again.
Burning the
I'll
move.
Burn them free actions.
burn him a free. Let's try this again. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Okay, that's better. So that is 18. Does that hit?
That is a hit, and the cog is dead.
Yes!
I like to imagine as Marcel's coming across the right shoulder and down the chest, Scotty's coming up and to the same shoulder, so like cross slashing it.
And the blades are like just barely,
Yup,
like not
yup.
even touching, but just barely crossing.
Yep.
We don't cross swords, we cross blades.
Surprised you guys didn't go for like a Naruto double lariat.
Totally, you should do a double super kick next time.
Right.
That'll be the true double whammy.
Cross slash. That's what it's called. It's called cross slash from Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah. All right. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? So as you guys are able to finish off your individual fights, the communicators are all going off as you hear Alpha crying out, "Rangers, run! A new monster has appeared. It is leading the Coglings." As up above, everyone's been hearing the jets, seeing like, racing above, shooting at the cog squid fighters, as they seem to have taken to the air to chase down the military's jets. Kind of like a very bad version of Independence Day at this point.
Ever so slightly.
All you hear over the radio as Alpha patches in the viewing globe's audio is kaboom! Yeah! Yes! One more for my king and queen! As a from the wristwatch, that same little holographic image kind of pops up as you all see as a little kind of as the information kind of pops up on the helmet and from being relayed by the watch. A little 3D graphic version of the monster rotating around, and you just see the name below it, Louis Kaboom. As you just see like this red, white, and blue missile-looking robotic.
I remember this one.
Where it looks like a missile as one hand, and it looks like he's just leading a squad of coglings. As for a second, he seems to kind of like shake for a second, and then launches himself on a stream of fire, racing through the air to land in the middle of it. Looks like a guard or a militia unit, and the vehicle is just exploding one way and the other as he lands.
You know, that's a very French name for a very American-themed bad guy.
That was pretty dope, though. I'm not gonna lie. As far as entrances go, that was kind of sick.
Okay, let's stop admiring the bad guy and go kick his tail.
Maybe we should take notes and have some more flair.
All right. So, with that, you are all still rangered up. You are currently all have at least a point or two of damage across the board.
Oh, I got mine back. Someone gave me reverse damage.
He's like, "Oh, you're okay, buddy. Here, have some cheese goose." So, from what you were seeing, and what Alpha is able to relay through the communicators, he seems to be in downtown, like kind of like near like the ramp leading from into the city itself, coming from like the outskirts as they all kind of merge into the downtown, sort of like a how 121 does for Fort Worth, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
Gross.
Picking up what you're putting down.
I-
Oh no, there
sorry.
are so many people in danger.
Yeah, so like, yeah, you are seeing like, kind of as you are like looking like, kind of the visual pop up on your inside visors, you just see a stream of just civilians running, as it does seem like the rifles that the military and the few pistols that the cops are using seem to be just, pinging off the solid metal of the cogs, until it looks like at least one trooper seems to have somehow acquired a rocket launcher RPG and gets one shot off, and does seem to actually take out at least damage a pair of coglings. Like, about as far as you guys did before, but they are retreating, trying to protect the civilians as they are, making way. This guy seems to be shooting off like small little rockets from like his fingertips, from like where his rocket hand is at. And
Are we still in initiative order?
at the moment, you guys are in ranger form, but you are not in immediate combat.
Okay.
Scotty, as you are looking back, there is some damage to the front of your Jeep at this point, though, where these coglins kind of did the whole fist down as you tried to run into it, and they stopped you dead in your tracks.
Oh, that's gonna
We'll get Troy to look at it.
it's not gonna be fun.
He can fix anything.
Body work on a rush scale.
Hey, buddy, you could just buff this out real quick, right? just hammer.
I have one of those.
I'm
Yours
sorry,
might
this
do
is the
more damage.
Please don't damage my Jeep. Hold on, Sky, you're muted.
He hasn't done damage with this hammer yet. We have to teach him. Actually, if we go by what he does, it actually might do reverse damage to the Jeep.
Ow.
For my JoJo,
Already used it.
fans.
But yeah, so with where all five of you are at, you're not near the city center itself. You're about a few minutes away by vehicle, probably about 15-30 minutes if you are just on foot walking type of thing.
Alpha, can you teleport us to the battle zone?
I was about to ask the exact same question.
Yes. One moment. Transport initiated. As you all feel the grid gripping you and pulling you up, as you are landed pretty much in the middle of a war zone, as you're just kind of like right, not in the middle of it, but between the forces of the guard and what few shotguns and a few pistols and maybe one or two assault rifles that the police are able to bring to bear, versus the cogs with their singing blasters and faces lifting up and just shooting balls of just energy exploding and causing more damage to the retreating human line.
Approximately how many cogs are there?
You're probably looking about at least a dozen, like in this little street you're right in front of, with about maybe 6 human soldiers, 4 soldiers and 2 cops shooting back as they're trying to protect the family, and a couple of families as they're trying to get out of a busted up minivan or two and trying to get away on foot.
Scotty, what do you need us to do?
How many times can you do your little reverse damage trick?
That one specifically about 2 more times, but I have a med kit that I can just do that more with.
Okay, I may need an assist if this goes sideways. What we're gonna do, Sky, Stevie, Marcel, you guys prioritize taking down Mr. Explodey Face. Deacon,
Hurt.
What if he explodes in our face?
that's what Deacon
If
said.
we explode him back
In the face?
In the face.
in the face.
At the face.
Punch his face in the face. Deacon, prioritize healing. Keep an eye on those 3. Make sure they don't get hurt.
Reverse damage.
Exactly. I'm gonna try my best to usher citizens out of here and try to get the military and police to at least pull back, let us handle this, and assist with any kind of what would you call it? Evacuation. I just realized we're all
And
huddled up.
break.
Ready, break.
Yeah, you're just kind of off to
Team
the side.
Wildcats.
Yeah. Scotty goes into football mode. Ready, break. Oh, my bad.
He's like, all right, guys, hands in.
Right.
Go Rangers!
So I should have asked this earlier.
Yes.
Is there any fire?
And there are some engines that are burning, but mostly looks like explosion damage, or at least some sort of just sudden energy transfer. So it's scorch marks,
No raging infernos.
Okay, so no
Not the
like
moment, it just seems
active
like-
blazes or anything.
And there's a few high or low.
Can you go medium? Can you go medium?
Go low.
Low.
You take the
there
high road,
are-
I'll take the low road.
It seems like there's a few small little gas line fires, but it's not very big flames. It seems like it's just starting because they just kind of the sparks just kind of caught on a broken line because of the These things are like shooting and blowing up buildings. Like some of the utility lines are being exposed from the buildings, but it doesn't seem like anything like is about to explode into a bigger hole. It just seems like some fire and some of the roadways kind of cracked and some of the.
I guess what I'm really asking is, would this trigger my other payment?
What was the other one? I do not remember off the top of my head.
I have a snag on alertness checks around fire.
Oh, what's the DC?
There is no DC. It's my hang up from my tragic background.
Oh, so yours, yeah. No, it's not enough to deter you just yet.
Okay.
But you're definitely feeling itchy around the vehicles because that are few that are in between that are definitely on fire.
Cool. I can work with that.
I can't remember if it was the roll to see a disadvantage or if it was just you're at fire bad. Rawr, I'm Frankenstein.
Deacon, why does it feel like you're sweating in your suit? You okay, my man?
That's. I'll tell you later. Alpha, we may need fire suppression.
Everyone, the Blue Ranger's all right. It's okay. We're good.
You want to hold hands?
Do you need a hug?
Later. Big problem now.
Okay.
You three handle Mr. Explodey. Deacon and Scotty will kind of, because you can't see his eyes, so he'll be like,
He's
But
still in
yeah,
the hole.
focus on healing, focus on first aid, do whatever you can.
Deacon's like, I can do that.
Alright, and then Scotty will immediately start running kind of like towards where the military's position, where they're firing, and try to, actually no, he'll run over to them and try to give instructions to pull back. Pull back and assist with evacuation. Let us handle the monster.
Like that's gonna fly.
Yeah.
I have specialization in diplomacy, so I'm willing to hedge some bets.
Scotty, what is your speed AC again?
Speed is a 4.
I'm taking shots at you.
Well, what would you think if all of a sudden you just see like these random things that are not, except for heavy weapon ordnance? You see someone in random colors come racing towards you, helmeted up, and they have no clue what he is, and they're just in a firefight. And they're going. So unfortunately, you do get a stray shot.
At them, I'm running.
Well,
I mean, they're Americans with guns, and you do not look like them.
Fair enough.
they are in combat situations, so it's more like, guys,
Sir,
we
you
don't need to
might be
fight.
red, but
I mean, it would have been worse if it was Marcel.
Oh.
He's not wrong though.
He's not. But bro,
he's not.
we can't say this.
Does a 12 hit
He's out
your,
of line, but he's right.
your speed AC, Scotty?
No, 12 misses.
So yeah, you had a stray shot whiz past you as you like.
Whoa! Same side.
I mean, technically, there was
damn
a
it.
there was a report of us being mass vigilantes, and we haven't did anything
First off,
for
I'm
our.
helmeted. Secondly, same side, and he's like putting the hands up. Same side. As Scotty tries to grip himself. Okay, listen. Your guys' ammunition is not high enough rounds to pierce through them. Let us handle it. Help with evacuation.
They just kind of.
We're
It
working
just
for
seems
the
like a
same
very.
goal here.
He seems like a very young member, maybe private, so like maybe 21 at most, and he just kind of giving you that 1,000-yard stare, just like going first time active combat type of
Yeah.
rifle at the ready type of thing. Just you're like, you said you did have the persuasion. So roll me that to see if you can actually get him to think clear enough and get the ringing out of his ears.
Almost forgot specialization.
Like, calm down. I know you're a raptor. Calm down. We got some crayons for you.
That is a 12.
Mm.
How many
Yeah,
star points
Right.
4 points at left.
No, because
Because,
remember I gained one
yeah.
back.
Yeah. So it was 5. Deacon used 1, but then it was still So yeah, you're at 5 currently.
you got? Alright,
Yeah.
roll again.
Down to 4. Bless you.
Nope, that's worse.
What was it?
So now it's
Yep.
10. It was 12.
Yeah. As you're just kind of like walking, but just like trying to talk as the voice changer in the helmet, trying to keep your identity somewhat secretive. All you hear is new contact.
Say.
As two more barrels are now pointed straight at Scotty.
We're bulletproof, right?
To a point.
Like,
Excellent question.
like I don't imagine that they bounce off of us like the machines, but like maybe just like a little sting.
It's more like because the armor, being in the armor, being in the ranger suit, it turns into stun damage. But if
Mhm.
you take stun damage equal to your current health, you are knocked out.
Yeah, not trying to roll
Yeah,
this.
I'm not
See.
willing to find out.
No, not here to test that. We'll test that,
That is
later.
Okay.
That's the equivalent of the rifles. The pistols won't do anything because it's not high enough caliber unless it's like say,
Mhm.
like the equivalent of say a
Okay.
Desert Eagle or something like a like
I
a
was just about to say.
But like it's not like a rifled pistol round, pretty much.
Okay. So they need the
they need
heavy
a full-
artillery. Heavy.
Yeah, they need the heavy rifles would be stun damage. Now, say a military LMG would be straight up damage because of the rapid fire of it.
Taking anything higher than a 45 is going to hurt.
Gotcha. So a shotgun would do damage.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
If not damage, at least stun and knock down.
Definitely not prone with that. Okay, I can see y'all are a little tense right now.
Do you blame them?
At this point, Deacon
Scotty,
has started.
what was your ranged? What was the speed AC again?
14.
You said
18?
14.
14. You have 2 more shots zing by you.
Okay. Fine.
As you know, they're still trying to back up, but like you have 3 of these soldiers aiming at you now, good sir.
Fine. If y'all don't want to help, then we'll just go deal with this, and we can talk about this afterwards. Right now, there are people in danger, and a monster blowing shit up. So,
As you say this, there is a Deacon, what is your willpower at?
That is a phenomenal question. It is a 16.
All right. Thankfully, it does not go up in flames, but there is a car that is near where the others are at that goes sky high as Louis kabooms the vehicle as he just lands right on top of it, exploding it. Anything within about 10 feet just kind of like explodes and sparks and then ignites. I was trying to see if it was high enough to actually hit your fear factor.
Cool. I hit it here.
Does Scotty see the, I assume the raised heart rate? I said, does Scotty see the elevated heart rate on his HUD?
I mean, you are definitely seeing like anyone that was nearby, like definitely everyone's like beats per minute are definitely up.
Yeah.
Deacons are just like. Shh.
It's just like rapid.
Yeah.
I'm imagining everyone else is seeing Scotty's is like having like a few high spikes from the missed shots.
Right. They're just like ping. Deacons are just stuck up here.
Hey, buddy,
It's
don't
like-
forget to breathe. Don't forget to breathe.
Blue, you good over there?
His breathing is just.
Blue's turning blue, guys. Blue's turning blue.
Where's his bag? Give him his bag. But yes, so you guys are not straight into combat just yet because Louis hasn't quite noticed you, but you are still kind of having bullets zing overhead and energy blast coming back in return. When
So
everyone give me an alertness check real quick.
was snagged for me.
Yes, unfortunately.
Ooh, but this is a group check, so that means I get edge, so it cancels out. Ooh.
Yeah.
Right. 16.
20.
7.
So I heard Stevie was a 7. What'd you say, Marcel?
20.
Nice.
11.
And I'm guessing Sky had to go off for a
step
second.
away.
So Marcel definitely hears this as anyone that's been around military bases or has been around army bases at all, you hear a very distinct sound of treads and heavy machinery as something very heavy starts coming up the street.
That'll do it.
Guys, I think we have company.
As all you hear is a high whine and then a very, very loud boom as the squad of cogs that's with Louis gets blasted as a tank shell takes out half the little squad that was with him.
Nice. It's
Whoa.
a good thing they didn't shoot that at you, Scotty.
Who you telling?
But again, yes, as part of this little sequence, Louis looks and just laughs as he launches up on a tail of fire. As you all can see him arc up and over and come whistling down on top of the tank, gutting it. As there's
He pulled a
now
Kirby.
because at this point there's now only 3 cogs left and Louis
So-
himself.
At this point, seeing the destruction, seeing the lack of action from the military, something in Deacon snaps. And
Oh, rage mode?
he just absolute rage and shouting takes over. Get the hell out of here right now!
He just goes from like calm, like cool, like yeah, I'm logical to get out.
Yes.
He start growing three horns out of his helmet.
Look, if I'm about to cut you out right now,
As long as he doesn't shoot any energy blasts out of his mouth at them, I think we're good.
Right?
Uh,
His
So,
horns
yeah, so
start
this-
to glow.
at this point, we are now going into new combats, as you are now having a partially damaged Louis and 3 cogs that are at full health.
So normally I would say that Deacon would do to follow me, but in this state, I don't think that would happen.
That's fair.
He's gone berserker.
Right.
Deacon, you got this. Take your reverse damage and do straight damage this time. You got it. It's all you.
Do reverse damage.
The Uno reverse card is not strong with this one.
Again.
So that's a 15 for Deacon.
So he has that. You said what was that for Deacon?
15.
Oh crap. Anyone else doing the follow me?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
No.
I figured with that.
You was getting too many yeses. I had to put you on your keep you humble.
Yeah. Keep me humble. Thanks.
Okay, apparently the dice are liking this group.
Anything good with it when it comes to initiative.
All right, so
That
we
is
have
with the follow me,
Deacon at
that's-
15. Everyone else. So Sky, what'd you?
You just say Sky, Scotty.
Sky.
Oh, Sky is going with Scotty. So everyone else other than Deacon is going with Scotty this time.
No, Sky is going on his own because his initiative
Oh, Sky.
is out the wazoo.
So what was Sky's initiative?
Sky's initiative was a 19.
All right. So we have a 19 with yellow, 15 with blue. What did Scotty get with his 2 allies, boosting him up by 2?
That's a nice solid 12.
All right. So
I cannot roll anything good when it comes to initiative.
you're like, follow me, guys.
That's right.
I'm
Who's
slow.
yours, Red
Follow
Ranger?
me immediately trips.
I mean, I rolled a 7, so
I said, follow me.
Oh, so
Don't
wait.
go
So
faster.
Stevie wasn't going with
Wait,
the
I
follow
thought-
me on
I
his
thought
I
side?
you
was
were doing
going with the
the follow
follow
me.
me. I just rolled for the shiggles
Hmm.
and got a 7. So
All right. So rolled it D4 and minus it from 12. So so what'd you?
minus 12. That 4 minus 12.
So you got a 4 for that. So you got an 8 for pink. And what were our Black Ranger?
I rolled a 1 on the D4.
So you got 11 for your score. All right, folks. So you are seeing that tank round has done some damage to Louis already. So he is kind of like slightly not at his full original health, but he still looks menacingly big and mean. So he gets to start us off as, you know, he steps out of the ruins of the tank and goes, "Oh, look, my lord and lady's favorite nemesis," as his hand just kind of
Who's your lord and lady? Who's your lord and lady?
Well, at least we're the favorites.
And Lily, a bombardment happens. That's with a D6, not a D4. Well, that was the worst roll I've had so far.
I
Wait,
love it.
You can make that one.
Wait, what?
That's cool.
Ooh, that's awesome.
All right, so okay, that's what I was misreading that. So I need to keep in that. I need to reroll that. All right, so pretty much what ends up happening is that Lily, from his fist, 4 rockets come popping out zooming. One goes at Scotty, one goes at Sky, one goes at Deacon, and one goes at Stevie.
As it's coming at Scotty, he will in fact yell to the soldiers, take cover.
Yes, I actually have an ability that I think I can use to get out of that. Fleet of Foot? No, wait, it's the other one.
For the fleet?
It's another one. Because that one, I think, makes me move about 10 feet more. Gives me 10 feet more movement. Yeah.
So Stevie's still trying to do something, or?
Yeah, I think it's called Hard Target.
All right, so I'm still rolling for this. So, against Scotty, does a 14 hit your ranged against the speed?
14 just hits.
All right. Then it's going to be Sky. That would be an 18. Does that hit your speed armor class?
Yes.
Then Deacon. That's only going to be a 10. I doubt that hits.
God, man. I stay getting hit. No matter
And
what.
that's only going to be an 8 going at Stevie.
Doesn't hit.
So pretty much it's just like a carpet bomb as the four of you guys are, as both Sky and Scotty take 1 point of blast damage. And that is his turn. Then it will go to our Yellow Ranger. You are up next, good sir.
Cool. For the
Hit him
life,
with your board.
I was going to actually.
Oh.
But it's not as straightforward as that. So I'm going to rev my hoverboard, like kind of put it in overdrive, and I'm just going to launch it at him. But
So
I'm gonna do a backflip kick to kick it and push it to just charge it. Boom.
all right, so give me the acrobatics check for that.
Yep. Oh, and I can roll a D2 too. Because I'm specialized. Nat 24.
Damn.
Against, and you were trying to do it against Louis, or were you trying to get it against one of the cogs? Because there are
Oh,
3
no,
cogs
Louis.
and Louis. Oh,
No,
okay.
Louis.
Making sure.
Yeah.
You said a 24?
Yes.
That hits.
That was a nat 24.
So, roll me again.
Heck yeah. You know what? I'm going to do the other die. Let's get some of this. And I shouldn't have changed the die. That's a 4.
Why?
So, at least it was not a... even on a failure for this, it does not do anything. It just means it just stops. But you did hit him. So... he does take the damage to him as the board, ricochets off of him after hitting him in the chest.
Or when it ricochets, in the middle of me doing the flip, can I land on the board or do I have to land on the ground?
Give me one more acrobatics check to make sure you can actually land on it properly.
16.
You manage to land back on it as the angle is like a straight puck back forth.
Right. So with my speed being 7, I have how many free actions?
It's the speed minus.
You have 4. It's your speed minus 3.
No, yeah, speed minus 3. Sorry, it just took me a second.
Yeah. So and it's 2 free to do another attack.
Correct.
Yes.
Sweet. I'm gonna do that same attack, but instead of doing a flipping kick, I'm gonna do one of those. What's the little thing? Like kind of spin and flip, kind of like the gymnasts do. I want to do that.
You mean like the cartwheel kick?
Yeah.
Like the front cartwheel kick.
Yeah.
I could be saying
yeah.
that. I could be thinking the wrong thing myself.
It's fine. It's still cool. Does a 16 hit?
No.
Dang. This is the first time in combat you see Sky being on his 2 feet.
Yeah, the board just kind of like lazily drifts off underneath the vehicle.
My board! My board!
It's like, no, my boy.
Mother hell.
All right.
Oh man, that's my band board! And that ends my turn.
Yes. All right. It now goes to our Pink Ranger. Reese.
She did follow me.
Take advantage of this
Oh, wait.
exceptional offer.
Oh, I wrote down the wrong number. That's my bad. That is my bad. Okay. Never mind. Not our Pink Ranger. It's actually our first Cogling.
Cogling.
Okay. So, where'd it go? Here it is. Not that one. I need this one. I love when the monsters all have different skill dice. It is so much fun.
Ooh.
Ooh. Okay. Well, this is going to be against our glorious Black Ranger. Does an 18 hit you for a ranged attack? That'd be against the speed AC. Marcel, does an 18 hit your?
Oh, I am so sorry. Checking right now. Hit my speed. Yes, an 18 hits me.
All right, you take 1 point as a Cogling face blasts you.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I have 1 health point left.
Give this man reverse damage.
Just throwing it out there. My helmet's giving me the sign.
Yeah, you just see it flashing red along the edges inside.
Would you like to step behind me?
Stevie's like the only one that hasn't been touched the whole time so far.
I mean, yeah, that would be great. Let's
All
hope I
right.
can move on my turn.
It is our Blue Ranger that is up next now. You're muted, good
You
sir.
muted.
There we go. For the record, I want so bad to just be like the gamer meme and just be like for heals, but that's not the mood. That's not the vibe right now.
Please heal.
Please,
Love a guy
please,
heal.
sir. Can you
Um,
spare a crumb of healing?
So,
At this point, I'm just managing Sky as our Leroy Jenkins.
question: if an item says as an action, is that a standard action or a free action?
That's a standard action. Anytime anything says an
Okay.
action, it usually means a standard action event.
Okay, cool. Is everyone within 60 feet of me?
Yeah, so Sky is about 20 feet off because he went to try to go calm the soldiers down before they started taking pop shots at him.
As you do.
Because unfortunately, his diplomacy check was not enough to get past the fear that they already were in. Unfortunately, that's the only reason why it happened. Yeah, you guys are still kind of like grouped up like where you came in at. I was guessing you guys would have ducked in behind the vehicle to kind of cover yourselves against Louis seeing you right off the bat. Was my initial assumption. I know that's a bad way to go about it, but I was just assuming until you were ready to 3, 2, 1, throw the net. You throw the net on yourselves.
3, 2, 1. Power Rangers.
Go figure.
But yeah, you guys are still all close enough to each other.
So Scotty is at 1, Marcel is at 1, Sky is at 1.
No,
Stevie
Sky's at
still-
2.
Or Sky's at 2.
Sky's at 2?
Yeah. I got 3 health points now because
If you, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was able to up my strength.
Cool.
So you put more
um,
into
If you
conditioning.
if you only
Yes.
have a little bit amount of health to give, I do have something that can give a boost to
We're good.
teammates' health.
I
Okay.
got
Deacon's
this.
got this.
So, seemingly of its own accord, a med kit just materializes from a slot on Deacon's furnace. Very fast because this is all occurring within the speed of 1 round. It flies over to Scotty, where it wraps him up, and he is healed for 2 points.
Yes.
Of health. Then again, it flies over to Marcel, and he is healed for 2 points of health.
Let's go.
Thank
that
you,
is-
sir.
So that med kit is now burnt out because it only has 4 points per kit.
It has 10 uses.
Or is it
actually.
10? Oh, 10
Yeah.
uses. I'm thinking. Oh wait, I'm thinking
So-
of the other one. I'm sorry, my bad.
Yeah, no, it has 10 uses, and because of my medicine specialization, I can heal for 2
Per use.
points per use.
So you've
So-
used 2 out of. You have 8 uses left at this point.
I have 8 uses left at this point.
I'm sorry. I was thinking.
So,
I was thinking of the different kit. My bad.
Gotcha. So it was a free action to pull out the med kit, standard
Mhm.
action to heal 1 person, and then 2 more of my free actions to heal another.
Yes.
And then he's not going to move. Is Red Rocket in front of him?
Louis? No, he is kind of. Actually,
Rephrase.
off
Is he
the,
within 40 feet?
right at the very edge. Right at the edge
Okay,
of 40
cool.
feet.
So that is within range of a blade blaster. So I just start blasting.
And I pull out my blaster.
All right, so you do have that skill to make it where you guys have was it upshift on the
Yes,
skill dice?
upshift on the skill dice. There is nothing that would give me an additional upshift here in this eventuality, is there?
Not at the moment. So you start off with what in targeting?
I have a D2, so it gets me to a D4.
Yes, but no, there's nothing at the moment that would. Actually, let me see real quick.
And this is, of course, assuming that I haven't started turning into a Were-Triceratops or something.
Right.
No,
A
not-
Weratops.
Were-Trike. What was that species? No, he's not turning into a Triceraton. Not yet.
Okay,
He
cool.
said not yet.
I'm here for it. When it happens, I'm here for it, okay? So he's just gonna, try to aim just generally to hit at this point. Because
Now again, remember the other way you can try to upshift your dice on ranged is if you take a action to just aim, that will also act as an upshift. You can upshift 3 times doing that way for ranged attacks.
Unfortunately, I do not have the action economy right now to do that because I burned everything else.
Yes,
but I will
I'm just
remember that for the
yeah.
future.
Yeah, so
To look
guys,
out.
just as a future reference, just if you are trying to make sure you lock in a ranged attack, you can spend up to 3 actions trying to get the aim, focus, but you can only do 3 times within for one attack.
Here we go.
But if you don't use that the aim in the turn you do it in, it rolls over to your next round, so you can kind of do
Gotcha.
aim.
Well, I have really great news. I rolled a 1. Why is that great? 1, it gets us a story point. 2, because of my tragic ass background, I'm gonna reroll that.
Hey, let's go tragic backstories.
That's a lot better. That is a 17. Plus 1, so 18. Please tell me an 18 hits this guy.
You go wide.
No,
18
that's the
misses?
best I've rolled all night.
18 misses?
That is literally the best I've rolled all night. I am so upset right now.
And we
Okay.
borrowed guidance from D&D.
That's what the aiming. That's what the taking your actions to aim is for.
Well, never mind.
All right. That is Deacon done with his. It is a cog next. And it's going to try to run up and take a swing at Stevie.
No, don't do that. That's rude.
She's like, that's not very nice.
Does a 13 hit your strength armor class?
I don't think
Your
so.
strength defense.
I'm gonna double check, but I don't think it does. Or if at the very least it meets it.
If it
You said
meets your hit-
13?
Yeah.
No.
Stevie is. I am missing hitting the Pink Ranger. All right, then it goes to
You
the
just missed.
last cog, and it is going to try to shoot at you this time.
Pew, pew.
That will be a soft 20, and that will hit Stevie.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
20?
A soft 20 on your speed.
Yes, it does.
So you take 1 point of damages. You get a face blast hit you.
Ouch.
After that,
I guess I'll take that personally.
it is finally our very slow Red Ranger's turn.
Oh, let's go.
I believe in you, buddy.
At least we are not having a dead last green.
Right. Okay.
Bro's gonna come back like, what the hell happened to you guys?
Right.
Just like comes in the next session, just like sees everyone bandaged up and just banged up.
How far is Louis from me?
Louis is about 30 feet from you if you in a straight shot.
Cool.
That's if you jump over the two intervening vehicles.
I can make that jump easy.
Yeah.
So I'll do the Power Ranger jump. I will yell at the soldiers. I'll be like, fine, if you don't want to help, I'll do it myself. And he runs and jumps over to Louis.
Yeah. All right. So you want to be like right on top of him, or
Right, not on top of him, but right in his face, right in his grip.
yeah.
So that's movement, free action, summon the power sword.
Mm-hmm.
Once-
Well, I'm considering that part of the movement.
Oh, the power sword is part of the movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then that will...
I will allow that because that makes more sense. Like as you're running, you're pulling it from the grid and just
Just mid jump, pull sword.
Yeah.
Since I am
like the
pulling
class-
sword, I will come down with a slash.
All right.
The introduction to Time Force, if anyone gets the reference. This time it is not a katana. It is the same build, the red hilt, black handle, silver blade. But this time, it is in fact a Scottish claymore.
All we need now is to have the moose antlers on it as the hilt,
Just going down and slice through him.
or at least trying to hit.
But you're not
roll.
even Scottish.
Really?
He's not blue yet.
Right.
Scotty isn't Scottish?
So
It's false advertisement.
right. I'm gonna throw a personal PowerPoint on this because I'm gonna assume a 21 hits.
Yes.
Yeah, putting the personal PowerPoint on it, two-handed. Slice,
All right, so that's a total of 3 points.
3 points.
Have you ever seen him wear a kilt, Marcel?
All right, that does. I mean, he has been taking quite a bit of damage to this point. He has taken a good chunk of damage. His sleek silver, blue, and red finish looks like it's starting to steam a little bit, kind of out of the seams.
Scotty, look. Oh no! We're not done here. And he'll take another slice across the midsection.
Mm-hmm. Now, does the power apply for the one attack, or does it apply to the thing?
Just the one attack, I believe.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
I'll check.
Yeah, please check, because if it's, I can't remember if it's for the turn or if it's just for the one strike.
I forgot about that ability. I also have weapon mastery, so I can reroll ones
On the-
and twos on my dice.
On the skill dice or on the
On the attack dice. So if I roll
Okay.
a 1 on might, I can reroll it.
one or two, you said?
Yep. Says attacks. Red Ranger attacks. You can, when making any form of melee attack while morphed, you can spend one personal power point to add a number of bonus damage to the attack. If successful, the amount is listed on the table. Yeah, so it's just one attack.
Okay. And then as you get stronger, the amount of damage it does stacks up.
The amount of damage goes up, and the amount of times I can do it.
All right. So this is just the second follow-through strike.
Yep, second two-handed strike. Hey, look, another one, and that roll was shit. So I'm gonna use a story point on it.
Well, remember you had to reroll the weapon mastery.
I rolled a 2 on the d20.
Well, it said one or twos.
No. It says reroll this die.
Ones. Oh,
Yeah.
the skill die. Okay, that's what I was.
Skill
Okay.
die. So I'm using the story points.
So we're back down to 4 for the group. No, we're at 4
Oh,
because
we're back at 4. Okay, yeah.
now we'll be down to 3 if you use this one.
Yep. Okay. That's not. It's probably gonna. It's definitely gonna miss, even if I roll full. Yeah, that's a 10.
Yeah, that will be that's not high enough.
Next level. I gotta put. I gotta put some specialization into might.
For the power sword.
Power. Yep, that's all I can do.
All right. Then it is going to be our Black Ranger. Go, Marcel, go.
Go, Marcel, go, Marcel,
Alright.
go.
So right now, Louis is kind of up on the remains of the gutted out light tank that Scotty is now joined up on top of, as it's kind of on fire. So that's about 40 feet away from you at the moment.
Okay. 40 feet away, and they're standing on top of the tank.
Yeah, they're kind of Louis kind of like crawled out like the hole he made into it.
Okay. Well, since they are towards the front, I'll hold down towards the back. I'll take out my power weapon. I'd like to shift it into blaster mode. Or
Okay.
the cannon mode.
Thought it for a second he was gonna say turbo.
And I wanna
Just start
take a shot
strumming
at
like a-
Louis. I just
like a-
wanna. Yeah, I just want to take a shot at Louis.
All right.
Not really
Um,
aiming for any specific spot.
Just trying to aim at him.
Yeah.
All right. Roll that target.
Just double checking something. I do have targeting. Sweet. Ugh. No, this ain't hitting. I got a 10, so yeah, that's not hitting anything. But I can burn my movement to do another attack, right?
Yes.
Okay, I would like to do that.
All right.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Are you
Yes.
kidding me? A
Whammy!
7
Hey, at least it wasn't a 1. That would have been funny.
Yeah. I got a 9. So yeah, doesn't
Yeah.
hit.
Sky just sees trying to as he has a blade into Louis, he just sees just two energy orbs just go zooming past him as they explode into the trees behind where Louis and him were standing at.
I'm sorry, I
good.
wasn't aiming at you, Scotty.
It's okay. At this point, everyone's shooting at me.
And it is now our Pink Ranger's turn finally.
Oh, hopefully these don't hit you.
Oh god.
Next thing we know is she pulls out a cluster charge.
Okay. First roll is promising. First roll is promising.
What's the roll?
Excellent. Okay. And then let me roll my
So-
d6.
So you're trying to shoot at him, or are you
Yes.
trying to do a volley, or are you just trying to shoot normally?
I guess I was just going to do a volley shot.
Okay.
Why not?
No, I'm just asking because I didn't know if you're trying to use your power at this point, or if you're just trying to do not move and shoot, and then shoot again.
It's a not move, not move and shoot again. So the first one is going to be a 21.
That hits.
The second one is going to be a 24.
That definitely hits.
Sorry, not 24, 22.
Just anything above the 21 hits.
Cool beans.
Sorry, did I just understand you correctly in that this thing's MC is 21?
Yes. Wait. Did you have a 21 earlier, or was it?
We're just baffled that his armor class is so damn high.
This is a little bit stronger than the last monster, but this is a 21.
You couldn't
We noticed.
couldn't tell. Couldn't tell.
Well, also this thing did take damage, so he has that slightly weaker stats than what he should normally be at, anyways.
We got this,
He-
guys.
He did take a RPG round earlier that you guys. He was taking some damage. It just wasn't really affecting him that much.
Well, here, have some more damage.
All right, so that was 2 full strikes of the slinger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is definitely smoking and sparking now at this point. As Scotty, roll me an alertness check real quick.
That's gonna be 14.
All right, with how close you are, you're definitely hearing it. You're hearing a beeping that, as he is taking damage, seems to speed up each time he's hit.
Oh boy. How fast is it going right now?
Like beep 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 beep,
Fun.
and it is his turn.
Yup.
And he just kind of looks at it, and you're like, "Oh, a sword user, I see." as he just pulls out from his side a blade and just kind of swings down at you.
Oh crap!
What's Scotty's melee armor class again?
21. What do you roll?
How much health are you at again?
I'm at 3. Alright, so how bad is this about to hurt?
Okay, so thankfully
bad,
that did not it did not confirm the crit.
Ah, I see.
But you do take 1 full damage as this heavy blade cutlass just chops into you.
Alright, it's okay. We're okay here. I thought that was going to be much worse.
That's what like, wait, what's your armor class at again? Because both dice maxed out.
Oh, nice.
That's the reason, okay, let's see. No, it did not confirm. Because the confirmation was only an 18,
Nice.
which is below your armor class. So,
Yeah. So we're doing okay.
all right,
I am okay.
the suit's looking a little worse for wear.
It's not great, but it's okay.
All right, it is now Yellow's turn. Sky, Mr. Buzzworthy.
Yeah, and I got a buzzworthy idea.
Oh
So
God.
I'm reading the handbook, go figure, and
Oh no, Sky's reading. We're all in danger.
right. And I see that there's no level restriction to form the power weapon.
No, it just takes. So here's the thing. Scotty did bring this up originally, but this is what's going. Or our Red Ranger did bring this up originally. He has an ability to make it happen faster. Otherwise, in order to make the power weapon, it takes a full, one
full action.
turn.
Yeah.
And each person that is part of it, which it has to be a minimum of 3 Rangers, slapping their power weapons together, and it can be disrupted. Like if you guys take damage, you have to wait another full turn. But you guys can try to form it early. You need a minimum of 3 Rangers to start the process. The more Rangers adding their power weapons together, the more damage the cannon can do altogether.
So if 4 of us formed it, the 5th can fire it.
Well, no, like if all 5 of you formed it, it would be doing a minimum of. All right.
No, so you were saying we need at least 3. So if 4 of us fired it,
It would be doing 4 points of energy damage, and it would only take four people locking their weapons together to set the weapon up.
Okay.
So, like when you guys do this, like after you do the shot, the turn after the weapons break apart, whoever is the initiator would get the chance to fire it. So, say for instance, Sky wanted to start bringing the weapons together, then Deacon, Marcel, and Stevie came in and applied their weapons to it. You would get it would be 4 energy damage for having the 4 power weapons together. Then for each power weapon, and for each one past the first, it adds a upshift to the targeting dice. So in this case, it would go. Deacon would add an upshift. Marcel and Stevie would all add an upshift. So if you had a targeting of a D2, you would now be sitting at a solid D6.
Right. But we wouldn't be able to do it until next turn, though.
You would combine it for the 1 turn, and then the next round you'd be able to fire it.
You don't have time for that. Okay. Cool. Wish I asked about that earlier.
Instead of kicking your board away.
Yeah. How dead is this thing looking?
Do you have technology?
Do I have technology? No, I
'Cause
do
this would
not.
You can try to gauge it with a flat D20 roll then.
Okay. Oh, 19.
All right, with that, you feel like it's more than halfway gone, but you're seeing Scotty kind of acting like a little wary of it because he's like, kind of heard something and is like, okay.
Oh. How is there two more questions? Is there a weight limit on my hoverboard, and how high can my hoverboard go?
It can rise about up to about 10 feet off a surface.
Mm-hmm.
As far as weight goes, oh crap! 1 second. It's not something that's really talked about. If you have one other person with you on the board, you stay at the normal speed that it gives you. But for each 50 pounds past that, it slows it down by 5 feet. So like the more weight you put onto it, the slower it will go. Right now, it's giving you that speed boost while on it. But the more weight you put to it, the slower it goes. It's like going uphill in the rollerblades.
Got you. That's not gonna work either. My last question: what is his vicinity around? What's what I'm looking for? Infrastructure, civilians, and all of that. Like, is he in the middle of a bunch of buildings, or is he in a clearing?
Right now, you guys are kind of like fighting in the street where it looks like this tank came like up a side street to take out most of the coglings.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like right where a T junction would be, like on the main connecting street.
Gotcha.
It had to come around. So like there are a few trees. Like there's some like landscaping, but there's like no immediate building that's like right there. Besides like the one that's about 10 feet behind where you were at.
I look to can't believe I'm about to say this. I look to the Red Ranger. What's the call?
Well, he's beeping, and if we finish him off, he's probably gonna go boom.
What I'm saying, what's the call? Do we finish him or what?
Important question for the DM: has anyone exited this tank since he punched a hole through it?
Like no, like he came down like dead top of it. Like you didn't see anyone that you could see, but you don't know. You haven't seen the backside, so you don't know. You just saw the top, and you saw like as he hit, but you didn't see anyone escape out the front hatches. You don't know if anyone went out the backside.
Got it.
All you're hearing is just the stray rounds popping off, hitting the coglings and the other the other like formations and vehicles that they're running around on.
Crud.
I mean, we got a bad rep right now. We can try to work on that after today.
What?
Yeah, the only thing like so far you guys have done like immediately in front of anyone is Marcel blow up some topiary with his blaster cannon.
Okay, sorry.
See, that's the big difference. He
What
hits
did-
people,
what
I
did-
hit shrubbery.
What did you say was the weight limit on the board?
As far as you know, like the more weight seems to like will lower it down, but no one has tested to see what the weight limit is so far. It just seems the more weight, like
Time to
it has
test
like
it. Sky, how high can you send your board with somebody on it?
Not into the atmosphere, but I can try. And I'm
Send him as high as you
picking up-
can.
I'm picking up what he's throwing down, and I'm gonna get my board and try to grab this damn thing and try to take it up as far as I can, if I can. And if I need to, put
if
some
you're trying to like
personal-
if you're trying to get some air, you would have to have a straight enough open lane, or someone to be able to help boost you to get the speed up. Like if you can find like something to ramp off of, you can get airborne.
That's what I do, baby. That's what I do.
There's a tank in front of him. He could certainly ramp up that.
This is what Sky was made for.
This guy's trying to meet the sky.
Yeah.
Re-entry might suck that. I'm just gonna be honest.
We'll worry about that later.
The suit can handle it. Maybe.
All right. So what you gonna do, Sky? Because it's still on your turn, my good sir.
Yeah. I'm gonna get my hoverboard. I'm gonna try to launch this thing in the sky. And if I need to use the tank to ramp off, like I said, vert is where I'm at, but I can do street.
All right. So you are able to do a recall for the board to come back to your grip, so it is in hand. So there is that. I will give you that much. So you're trying to pretty much ramp up and just latch on to Louis and try to
Yes.
fly away.
Yes.
All right. Roll me a acrobatics to see if you can actually ramp up properly to get on the same level as Sky and Louis.
That's gonna be a 19.
You are able to get up on level. Now, give me an attack roll to see if you can grapple onto him to be able to pull him with you. So that would be a brawn or a might, because you're just trying to straight up grab hold onto him.
Okay. You said his AC is a 21, right? 21 and
Yes.
22?
Yeah.
And that means I would have to roll a 20 on a die, right? Because I don't have anything to brawn or might.
Because all your stuff's speed.
Yeah.
I mean, you can grapple onto him, but if you meet it,
I mean, I got it at 20.
okay, lead. Okay, Sky, next time, lead off with that, good sir. Please lead off with that next time. You're making me think over here like
knew that's what
I-
you're about to say, you little bastard.
lead off with that. Don't do that. All right, so you are able to get on, grab hold of him, but let's see. You're able to get hold of him, but let's see if he is able to pull you off instead of letting you take him for a ride.
Word. He's gonna take you for a ride.
Yes, because remember, he has a rocket.
Hey, that's Hey, if we're going up, baby.
Blaze of glory.
Okay, he actually met your value. So, Sky, you're trying to grab onto him. He just seems to grab onto you and just kind of smiles.
If I can I make the mouth visor open up and he sees me smiling?
If the visor opens up, you will be revealing your face.
I just want to do the mouth part. Never mind.
Well, remember, it's more like it's a kind of like a filter system right there. Like the
Yeah,
visor
yeah,
will
yeah.
pop up.
Well, I just gives him a thumbs up, and then I'm like, this is going to be buzzworthy.
Yes.
It will.
All right. It is on to our little trio of cogs. Yes. Yes. All right. It's going to try to take a pop shot at the back of Sky. But this is against his speed AC, so yeah, so I'm not really looking at high hopes for me. No, that's going to be a wide miss. That's only a 6. All right, then it is our Blue Ranger.
You're aiming at me? I thought there were 3 cogs that had to go. What did I mishear?
It's your turn.
It's your
Okay.
turn. You
Okay,
have the higher speed than a cog does.
gotcha. I heard you say trio of cogs, so I thought there were 3 cogs that were going.
No, I'm just like saying like down to 3, and it's like, sorry, I just
Gotcha. You're good. So since everybody, someone took damage. I forgot who it was. Someone took damage.
Scotty took damage again, took a single point. Sky is now trying to grapple onto Louis, but Louis is grappled onto him instead. Stevie finally. Stevie took a point finally, I think. Yes.
Okay.
And everyone's still at the same level of damage. Or the only ones that took points was Scotty and Stevie at this point.
I meant to.
Okay. Are there any civilians in the area?
No, it seems that during all this, that the military, letting you guys handle, because you're actually seem to be doing damage to it, as their weapons weren't doing anything. It seems to have tactical retreated and got the
that's
families
nice.
out.
If only they had listened to us at first.
Well, they got to do their job, but they're also fearful
Okay.
because
Cool.
the roar of the squid fighters and the jets blowing up overhead is not helping anything.
Now, above the table, if Deacon tries to hit this guy, it's not going to mess up Sky's plan, right?
Well, unfortunately for Sky, Sky was trying to keep going, holding on to him and keep going, and unfortunately, Louis said
Okay,
no
gotcha.
and just kind of
Cool.
held on to him.
Cool. How far out am I?
I thought we were still going and only he's got
Oh no
me.
no! You try to bum rush him. So think this way: 100-pound skinny wet boy versus 300-pound big tall thing.
Yeah, I
You
got
went,
you.
I'm gonna grab you, and he just kind of grabbed you instead.
Oh.
Again, Deacon says, "Why are you like this?"
If it worked, we would have been
Wild
different-
card.
So he's 40 feet away from Deacon still?
Yes. Yes.
Alright. Okay. 30 feet of movement towards him. Then I burn 2 free actions. That gives me another
10 feet.
10 feet. Then that leaves me with a free action and a standard action.
Mm-hmm.
Free action, doing the risk computer thing again, burning a personal point of power. Dottie, you're
What?
more on the front line. Take a point. And then standard action, hammer. I don't suppose he would be considered flanked.
No one's on behind him. It's just like you're both like everyone's all. You guys are all in front of him.
Okay. I'm trying here, guys.
This is your time, Deacon. Do damage.
Let the hammer time actually happen.
Cut him into the stratosphere.
It's hammer time. It is not hammer time. Story point. Because I rolled a 4.
Oh, so we're down to 2 points of story left.
And that's going nowhere because I re-rolled and got a 10. So
At least you're at least you're trying
okay,
to just like
Deacon.
smother them.
It's okay,
I'm
Deacon.
consistent.
Next time. Next time.
hopefully there will be a next time.
All right, so Stevie, Cogling is going to try to take a pop shot at you again.
No.
And that's going to be a 6, so that's going to be a no.
Yes, no.
And then the last Cogling is also going to try to take a pop shot.
You
That's a soft
manifest.
20.
Oh no, trying to manifest a miss.
The first one was a miss. So one more point to Stevie.
What?
The
One more point.
second one hit. So
Ow.
first one shot missed. The second one actually hit you.
That's not cool.
How much HP do you have now?
2.
Okay.
She has 4. Like she's been hit twice.
Okay. Cool. I'm just trying to keep track so I know who I need to heal next.
Yeah.
Scotty, you're up.
All right.
I love that everyone's like in tactical mode, like going, "How are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this? This is hard. This is hard."
So I'm gonna change up a strategy here from what I'm used to.
Oh,
Yeah. Instead of swinging the sword, I'm going to because Sky still has forward momentum, right? He's still on his board trying to go.
oh yeah. The
Right.
board, like it's
He's
like
just
it's trying.
stuck.
Like you hear, yeah. It just
Okay.
this thing is weighing down, and like it's just
Then
pushing back
I'm
at him.
going to try to shoulder check the hell out of this guy and get him off the ground. And
Ooh,
Sky,
okay.
It's up to you from there.
The sky's where I call home.
Sky says as he's talking about trying to push a missile-based monster up into the air.
Roll a might on this one. See if it works. Nope. So that's the first action. Screw it. I'll burn my movement and my free actions to go for another shot.
All right.
Good.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, roll me one more d20, good sir.
Confirm it. Confirm it.
6.
So total with everything was just 6.
So the confirmed was a D6. Oh wait, I can reroll 2. 11 total for the confirmation.
You don't confirm the crit, but you did still hit, so you did get that. So you were trying to pretty much just get him off of his feet.
Yep. So he would take 1 point of stun damage instead of sharp damage. And
Okay.
I'll push him as hard as I can with my shoulder to try to knock him off his feet so that Sky can take off.
So
Without
pretty much as everyone is seeing this, as Scotty is trying to move this giant missile, it seems like his suit slightly changes as the helmet gets a little bit more rounded, as he gets like a little bit kind of a shoulder flare, as he's like gets a full on like sports mode activation as it like cleats click into the metal and kind of rip and shriek as he pushes.
Ooh.
We have
All right.
Godzilla Ranger and Football Ranger.
So yeah, like there's like a full like a grid style face mask over it, like over the front of the helmet. All right, we are on to our Black Ranger's turn.
Does it not get him on the
So
ground?
He is off, but the movement is not going to happen until it gets back around.
Okay.
Like
Just-
you like when you
had to confirm. I was
like he is like where his feet like were like digging into the metal. Like you got him up, so he is slightly airborne at the moment.
So, could Marcel add more momentum or what is it, inertia, if he was to smack?
If he comes up and tries to either axe attack or even gets a cannon shot and hits.
Do the cannon! Do the cannon!
I was thinking about it too.
Do it! Do it!
You know what? Screw it. Let's do the cannon.
It's a canon event.
Ah.
All right, that's gonna be using some of my targeting. Got D4.
And you are at the advantage right now because he is no longer
sweet.
stabilized.
Sweet. That was a 14 total for the first one. I'll roll the D20 again. And slam into my other ones. 20.
Nat 20 total.
Yeah.
So
That was because you said I had the advantage, so I rolled the D20 twice, right?
Yes.
All right, yeah, the second one was a 20. So it's 24 total with my
roll
targeting.
me the d20 one more time.
Okay.
Let's go more so.
You just
That was
see
a 12.
you just see Sky revving the hoverboard more and more.
All right. So how much does the energy cannon do again?
Energy cannon does. Energy does.
For the range for the power axe.
Does
Is it still one or is it?
one. The one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So everyone that's on top of this, so Sky, Scotty, and Deacon are all hearing that beeping speed up as where he looked like, silver in the face. He is now like beet red as steam is just escaping from the seams on him. So yeah, with that shot, you guys have with Sky have moved him about 10 feet back as you've now lifted him up. You're now 10 feet off the top of the tank, off the ruined remains. All right, and last but not least is our Pink Ranger.
Add to the inertia. Add to the inertia. Add to the inertia.
I'm gonna definitely do that. And this time I'm going to use a personal power so I can move and make sure I get the best hits possible.
Gotcha. Roger.
All right.
So,
Which means I don't add my downshift anymore, my upshift anymore.
So in a way, we did do the power weapon.
We did combine our strengths.
You did combine the the abilities, yes. The cannon would have been much more flashier and more damage in one single shot.
I
That's the
like this
difference.
way. I like this way.
But yeah, the ability that Scotty was talking about, that Scotty has, is that once he gets to its 5th level we were talking about, it's a single action instead of a full round action.
Okay,
So you're still able to get it off in one go.
There's an 18 and a
18
17.
Hmm.
So does it add to the
With the 18, it does add in one more damage onto him because right now he is kind of like he is in an odd position, so he is like kind of up in the air with everything you guys have got going on, and right as that damage hits, you hear a I can't do that right now. Just a high-pitched shrieking whistle as something from behind, as a RPG comes slamming into his backside.
What?
The military has decided to try to come back and take you all out.
Those bastards!
Oh.
After all the work we just did?
Yeah, so what ends up happening...
I drop him. I'm over it. I teleport
You
to
know what?
So what is going on is that Lily, he just calls out, "My lady!" As Lily, he just flashes like rapidly as you all take a point of damage as everything within 100 feet just gets blasted out. But as the smoke clears, the parts of him are just all over as he kind of self-destructed. But then at the last, like as you're kind of like getting up, taking whatever wounds you have, checking, getting up, and you just hear the soldiers like, stomping kind of like from the ringing of your ears a little bit. You just hear, "No, my monster. It is not time to end.
Oh, shit.
Grow!" And
What?
all of a sudden, you now have a gigantic sized Louis Kaboom looming over you, and that is where we're going to end our fights.
No.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, I know I keep doing this on cliffhangers, but I just feel
How dare you? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed your time here watching Renegade Rangers. We appreciate your support. We should, if I remember correctly, we should be back next Thursday, same time, same channel, same all that jazz. We should be at full strength. All the Rangers should be here. So,
and possible full-on Megazord fight.
and a Megazord fight. So, we hope to see you next week.